Sorry, killed it. That was my fault. I've done that twice now. But I fixed it.
He rolls a 6. This is my favorite part of Magic.
We didn't miss anything. Mark will just yell at me for making us miss a second of shuffling. Thank you.
Thank you. Players are going to draw their 7. Oh, we're back online. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the 45 second
Eric's
delay.
an idiot.
Sorry. I've done that twice. Because I always think exit is exit out of the current mode, but it's really just kill the stream.
So Nick is on the play, it looks like. I see a Blinkmoth Nexus, I see an Eggmoth Nexus, I see 2 Springleaf Drums, and I see a Dispatch, I think.
So there's also something funny where your main deck configuration can extremely affect the mirror matchup game 1, depending on your Edge Champion Master of Ethereum split. So if you're doing the mono blue version, you're actually a little bit better because there's a lot less interaction. So just the bigger spiky cards tend to be better in the mirror match.
So it looks like a Mox Opal, a Springleaf Drum, and a Ornithopter
Ravager.
turn, and then a turn 1 Ravager, which is never bad.
No, but I think for the most part in the mirror, Ravager's actually one of your worst cards in the mirror because there's not much removal interaction. And being able to, you need to have 10 artifacts for it to be relevant for the poison kill.
Well, that is not specifically true for Phil's main deck tonight. He is running a lot of copies of Galvanic Blast. I do not know.
Well, 4 is the standard, but 4 out of 75 compared to, 20 or something like that, or, versus control decks or, Splinter Twin where stuff can get countered. Whereas, as you can see with Phil, the Steel Overseer will race the Ravager very efficiently.
Yeah.
Because it just does more damage over time than Ravager could ever do.
Well, not with it. I mean, the Inkmoth Nexus and the Ravager are a lethal combo.
Yeah, but you have to have 10 cards for that to matter. And also, the one other fun thing is Affinity is now starting to main deck Spellskite, which really screws that up.
Which is Phil Brown is doing that tonight.
Yeah.
2 main deck Spellskite.
So he's probably running the standard list that was in topping off Singapore, GP Singapore.
And there's a Master of Ethereum for Nick,
Yeah.
which is a very, very strong card. Gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control and is an artifact lord.
I'm actually a little surprised he didn't attack with the Ornithopter for 1. Because it just doesn't matter. Yeah, having the Master of Ethereum is a very good turn 2 play. Because it's hard to outpace that. It's going to have to be chumped every turn, which makes Steel Overseer a lot worse. Because it's really hard to kill it. Although, Edge Champion has protection from Master of Ethereum.
Yeah. Edge Champion has protection from all colors when Metalcraft is happening. So, it looks like Nick's board state is just a tiny bit more impressive, but also he's hellbent and drew a Darkseer Citadel, which is, not exciting.
It's also, right now, his board is a little bit more impressive, but Phil's has more capability of getting out of control. Because by the fact that he can always chump block the Master of Ethereum, that means Nick can really only get in for 2 or 3 a turn with the Ornithopter. Well, yeah, he basically has shut down Master of Ethereum as long as he leaves. He has shut down Master of Ethereum as long as he has Edge Champion untapped. So he can just continually grow his team until he gets past Nick, where Nick can only attack him for a few points of damage or else he dies.
Yeah.
Although,
how many points of damage have been dealt? So I think Phil's at 19.
No one's been attacked.
I think, didn't he attack with the
I
signal
thought
pest?
he used a signal pest to tap the Springleaf Drum.
Alright, cool. So no damage has been dealt yet.
But he is starting to get close to the Inkmoth Nexus lethal, which might be what he's going for here. But he has to be careful because he can't actually sack Master of Ethereum or else it loses the +1 buff. But he can pump it with the Blinkmoth Nexus. So let's see. It looks like that's what he's going for. So now it's a 2/2. Essentially a 3/3. Thank you, a 7 Axe Generation. I'm not going to try to figure out what that's supposed to be. Yep, for following us.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, and thank you, I'm terrible at pronouncing these names tonight.
What?
Old Man Nomus.
Yes.
No space.
Interact in the chat, guys. See what. Give us your opinions on this Affinity Mirror match.
Alright, so he is just swinging for 4 Infect right now and 1 regular damage. And yeah, it looks he's gonna go for it.
Oh wow.
Well, no, he's trying to figure out the math. Yeah, no, he's just going for the kill.
Yep, and that's game.
Yeah. That was the thing where it's because he was able to have enough artifacts and just go wide enough, that was lethal there.
Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier in the game, the Inkmoth Nexus
Yeah.
Ravager plan is just so good sometimes and just wins you games out of nowhere.
It was also
it did. And like Phil did to me, I don't know, I say half an hour ago.
That's also kind of surprising, though, because Affinity has so many flyers. And that's what I was saying, like, that's not necessarily the best plan, because your opponent has so many flyers, so it's so hard to actually connect with it. But Phil just didn't draw any of his flyers, which is why he's able to just get past everything.
Well, I think that plan is never your A plan. It's always like, okay, I've been stopped on the ground. I've been stopped relatively lightly in the air. I'm the only way I'm going to win this game is through infect. And you just got like, and it's just, it's not like, oh, I have to cobble this combo together. It's like, oh, but just by playing my deck, I have it.
Yeah, it's just, it helps you in the race situation.
Yeah.
It also helps if your opponent gains infinite life. It feels really good to have your opponent gain infinite life and then just kill them.
Yeah, it is pretty incredible. What's the sideboard plan for these guys?
As much artifact removal as you have. Oh, you tend to play some number of.
So Nick's taking out the Master. Nick running.
I don't think you take. Master or Etch Champion?
No, Master. He has Install Artifact.
I don't know why you would take out Master of Ethereum in this matchup. I would take out every Etch Champion in my deck.
He's taking out the Spell Skites.
Spell Skites doesn't do enough.
I guess.
That's weird. He's taking out the Master. You think he'd take out Etch Champion? Although, I don't know. He could be like just kind of realize like that game where it's like he just might want more aggressive.
Does he even have Etch Champions?
I don't know.
I don't even think I haven't seen it.
I did see a Dispatch that he's bringing in.
Yeah, which seems strong.
Yeah, you tend to just bring in whatever removal you have that can hit artifacts. Sometimes Dismember, whatever. Ancient Grudges and Wear and Tear, depending on how many colors you're running. Some of them run a few other things, but basically it's any artifact removal you have. Sometimes if you're running discard can be helpful, but I would only bring in discard when you're on the play because it's a lot less impactful on the draw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what Gamer Boy said is true, where the Affinity Mirror is either very fast, as we saw that game, we don't have the clock started.
No, we do not.
Or it takes a long time. I'm going to see what time the clock has on.
Okay.
Since we can peek through the window.
Yes, we can. So, players shuffling up, getting ready for game 2.
It's not in the right place. We cannot peek through the window.
Both players have played Affinity for a very, very long time.
41 minutes.
41 minutes? Alright, can you set that up for me?
Is the clock not open? Alright, I just need to find the snaz. I'm going to say 40 for now.
2 really cool shirts from our players tonight. Seems...
Is that not showing right now?
No.
Why do we not have Chrono going? Are we just starting to ignore the fact that there are clocks?
No, I just don't know what... Last night we had the clock on.
Okay, so we're going to have to deal with this. I'm sorry if I accidentally exit out of stream doing this again.
Just be careful.
Why is it blocked by the banner? Okay, here's what we're gonna do instead. I'll just move it. Whee!
Yay!
We don't have our names down here. This is gonna go here.
We had our... Yes, we did.
No, it wasn't turned on.
Oh, yeah. I was like, we had it.
Alright, we're still live, which means I didn't turn it off.
Sweet.
We're good. Where did the mouse go? It's on that screen. I want the full chat because I don't really care about what they're seeing. Alright, so yeah, they're just kind of shuffling up. Whoa, that was the wrong thing.
Okay. Drawing their 7, no lands for Nick, and a Glimmer Void, it looks like a Cranial Plating or 2 Ornithopters.
That is not a keepable hand for
No,
Nick.
not close.
I can't see Phil hand.
Phil's hand is, I think he's going to keep this. He's got a Signal Pest, he's got an Ornithopter, he's got I think that's an Ornithopter. A Glimmer Void, and it looks like a Blink Moth Nexus is what I can see right now. So it's a pretty standard hand for Affinity.
Game 1, we need to put up the match record, too. Why is the banner there? It blocks the match record.
But it looks so sweet.
Did you put it there?
No.
So... let's pull up the match record. Who won? That first one was run by Nick.
Yes.
That's not helpful. We're going to do... I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up on this. And fix this really quick so this works. Where is rounding commentators? I'm going to take Captain QC's advice. We don't need that. It needs to, like, not be in the middle. Okay, whatever.
Nick down to 6 cards. It looks like an island in hand. Is what I can see.
Sorry, I totally just blocked you off from being able to see that.
And Blinkmoth Nexus, a Mox Opal, Signal Pest. So, and there was a pretty strong start for Phil. There's an Ornithopter, a Memnite, and a Signal Pest.
Yeah, unfortunately, putting the banner down below makes it so we can't. Makes it so we have to adjust it a lot more. But
guys, let's watch some Magic. We like the banner.
You like the banner.
I like the banner.
It's the way Mark had it, so I'm going to leave it the way Mark had it.
Is it a Vault Scourge?
Yeah, it's Vault Scourge.
Yeah.
It's the promo.
And just a simple passing of the turn. Glimmer Void.
Don't have too many problems running Glimmer Void. It's very rare you'll ever run out of artifacts written in the mirror. Unless your opponent's really trolling you and playing Hercule's Recall on their board.
Now, Phil is my roommate, and we play all the time. He has never had a problem running Glimmer Void, especially with all the decks that I run decks with strictly Lightning Bolt.
Well, it's never that. It's more for like artifact wraths, like Creeping Corrosion, Shatterstorm.
But that comes along is the sideboard with Shatterstorm and all that stuff, and he never really had a problem with it.
Also, Hercule's Recall is a thing. Every once in a while, people remember it's a card, and then if you're running Glimmer Void, you can get kind of screwed.
Yeah, but then you just redeploy.
Yeah, but then your Glimmer Void's dead. So if that's your only land, it can be dangerous.
Yeah, but if it's your only land and you get Hercule's Recall, what board state did you possibly have that was that important?
You had
that you can't already.
So Springleaf Drum based.
Yeah, I know, but you're not gonna have like a Steel Overseer and Edge Champion out with just like this and that. You're not gonna. It's just not gonna.
I have Hercule's recalled someone from a bad state where they lost because they had Glimmer.
I'm not saying Hercule's Recall is not a good card. Hercule's Recall is obviously.
Yeah. Well, no, like the reason why I mentioned because there are some. I know Harrison, who sometimes plays Affinity, actually runs City of Brass instead of Glimmer Voids because he hates it every once in a while getting them dead.
Yeah, I think that might be a little bit of an overreaction, but
if it happens to you enough time, you tend to overreact because you're just that pissed off.
There's a Ravager by tapping mana from the Mox Opal and playing another Mox Opal, sacking the other one. And a really impressive board state from Nick on turn 2.
Galvanic Blast?
Yep.
Killing Signal Pierce?
No, Dismember.
Dismember.
Going after Ravager. Gonna make him do all of his shenanigans right now.
So he doesn't have that many shenanigans. He's just deciding if he wants to stack anything in addition to putting on. Yeah. So he's just gonna move 2 counters to the Vault Scourge.
Sack Springleaf Drum to Ravager.
Yep. So now Phil is at... So there has been a life total change. I believe Phil has lost 4, and I believe he lost 2 more to the Springleaf Jump, to the Signal Pest. No. Phil should be at 15, Nick should be at 21. You can click on edit scene. You don't need to be in edit scene to adjust those.
No, I know. It's just easy to just click up here.
Alrighty. So now he took 3. Now Nick just lost 3 and Phil gained 2.
Okay.
No, Nick lost 5 and Phil gained 2. This is the fun of racing with Volt Scourge and why games can take a while.
And Phil gained
2. Because he only has 1 Volt Scourge. And now he's sending for 4 lifelink. So now Phil is at 13 and Nick is at 20. And cranial plating wins matches.
Yes. What are the odds that whenever you land a cranial plating, not specifically in the mirror match, but oh god. Okay, so how many is this? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did he play that Master of Ethereum
post combat?
No,
pre-combat.
No, pre-combat.
So then Phil, there was 1 more life point change then.
Okay.
So Phil should be at 12 and Nick should be at 21.
So let's count up this right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's
plus the battle cry.
So that's 9.
Yeah, and then plus the Ornithopter battle cry is 10, but we didn't have he gains 1, so he's at 10.
All right.
Cranial plating wins game. He did leave a blocker back for the Master of Ethereum too.
And Phil gained 9, right?
He gained 10. 9. No, he gained 10.
Phil back up to 22. Thoughtcast.
And there's the cranial plating in return. And now this game gets
physically shaken. So what is the artifact count looking like for him? So there's an Amoxopa right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the buff from the Master of Ethereum. And plus the Signal Pest that's going to be attacking.
Plus its own 3/3.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 11.
And he's swinging with everything. That Memnite has to be in front of the Master of Ethereum. Yeah, that's gonna chump. So then he loses 1 from the spells. So it's 1,
11 right
2, 3, 4. And then how much was the Volt Scourge?
11, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10, 11.
10, 11. Yeah.
So 11.
So he lost 15.
Great. All right.
He goes to 7.
Math.
And now he's going to gain a bunch of that back.
And Nick is going to go to 21. These players just comfortable. I mean, I think Nick is strongly ahead, but Phil just, I wouldn't say totally comfortable, but he will take just trading with this. Just going back and forth.
So now
punch for punch with these cranial platings.
Now something that can happen though is if he leaves a blocker back, he has the mana so he can block the Master Ethereum and then move the cranial plating to it. Which means the Master Ethereum will die, which will severely help him out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, because he definitely sacked the Memnite. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So his Volt Scourge is an 8/8. So he is losing the Volt Scourge race. Sometimes Skullcrack is relevant.
Phil looking to line up his attacks. Yep, swing with everybody. Trigger. So Ravager swinging for 3, Signal for 1, and Vulture.
Signal Pest is swinging for 0. Does not battle cry itself.
My fault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he activates the Blink Moth Nexus to animate itself.
So that's 8. That's 8 from that and 3 from the Arcbone Ravager. So that's an 11 total. So he's back at 10. And Phil goes to 15. And then
I think Phil's at 13. I think he was at 4.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible we did it math correctly. Affinity is a very hard math deck. So is Nick at 10 then, or are we off on him too? Is that a 9?
Like
looks like a 9.
Yeah. Look for a 9.
Math is hard. So either we're doing math incorrectly or they're doing math incorrectly, and it's really hard to know which one.
While also adjusting the life totals.
Yes. Hello, B-Lover. It's going pretty good.
I'm doing well.
Got my caffeine in front of me.
Yeah. I got my
Cookie.
My cookie with bananas in it.
Chocolate chip banana bread cookie, basically.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright, so let's see what gets played.
And cranioplating.
He's going to have to block the Vault Scourge with the plating Ornithopter. I think he has. No, because then he just dies to the Master of Ethereum. I think he's just dead.
Galv Blast.
I don't think he can do it there. He has to do it in combat.
Because then he just equips.
I guess no, he could just block whichever one double equipped.
Yeah.
But I still think it's better to wait until combat. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts.
Nice.
This becomes a little bit shenanigans.
Yeah, this is where the shenanigans of Affinity come into play. And especially in the mirror of Affinity.
Yeah, I was say we get to see both sides. Game 1 was a 3-minute game, and now game 2 is 20.
Who said that earlier in the chat? That said that these matches can go either. Yeah, here it is. Gamer Boy just said they can always be 2 minutes, or they can be super grindy like this one, when you're trading back and forth with Vault Scourges.
Did he animate his own Nexus? I think he animated one of his Nexi.
Alright, so this Signal Pest is swinging from 1,
He animated his own Nexus just to make it bigger.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So he could have re-equipped the plating, he just didn't because they're really... Actually, I think he should have equipped the plating to the Memnite instead of animating it, because if you equip the plating to the Memnite, that means you get in the most damage.
I mean... This is clearly a damage race, especially because Phil is the one left with the Vault Scourge. You want to get as much damage in as possible.
Yeah. So, equipping the plating to the Memnite means he will get as much damage as possible.
I'm pretty sure Phil actually just wins when he untaps.
Yeah. Well, how many artifacts does he have right now? 1, 2, 3,
No, but
4,
he has
5,
Ravager
6.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to see how much Nick had, but no, he wouldn't have been able to... I don't think he could kill... No, he would have killed Phil if he put it. Wouldn't he have killed Phil if he put it on the Memnite instead?
How many?
So he had one mana open. He had Memnite, plating, Signal Pest, Master of Ethereum, Mox Opal. So if you split the plating between the Memnites, so that's 6 artifacts. That means it would be a 7, and the Vault Scourge with the Battle Cry.
It's 8. Phil's at 13.
Yeah, but he could only block one guy.
Yeah, so it takes 8.
No, because he had 3 attackers. He had the Memnite, the Vault Scourge, and he had the Memnite, the Signal Pest, and the Master of Ethereum. So Master of Ethereum was a 6/6. The Vault Scourge would be swinging in for... he might have been 1 point off. No, because the Vault Scourge would be a 7, and the Memnite would be an 8. So that was lethal.
I forgot that the Ethereum was even in play, that doesn't make sense that he didn't attack.
Well, because Master Ethereum was pumped, so if instead of activating the Nexus, I think he could have attached the cranial plating to the Memnite and had lethal damage there.
Yeah. Maybe
assuming we have the life totals correct.
Yes, but always assuming that.
Because this is a large math game, so if we can, someone might be able to go back at some point and test that. But I think he might have had lethal if he equipped the Memnite instead.
Yeah, maybe.
But if he was just looking at what was on the board, he might not have remembered the Master of Ethereum pump.
Which is hard to, I mean, especially when you're a grinding game like that, and the life totals are going all which ways. It's hard to really remember that you have, a bunch of these different factors.
Oh, okay. Well, no, they're saying he did it at the beginning of combat step. Which was very hard to also tell on camera. That was what we couldn't tell on camera, was did he do it at the beginning of combat or not.
Thank you, chat. That was actually very helpful.
Because it looked like he did it, the way it was done in front of us, it looked like he did it at the in response to equipping it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell from up here.
Yeah.
By the way, yes, we are on a mountaintop.
Basically.
Looking down.
We are watching that.
Player's going to draw their 7. It looks like a Signal has 2 Vault Scourges,
that
2
is not a keepable hand.
That is going back.
So we need to update this so it's 1-1.
Yep, we got Phil's basic mountain in hand. He switched his basic island from a basic mountain tonight. Looks like a cranial plating. Looks like a wear tear.
Wear tear is pretty good.
Yeah.
Stops those annoying platings.
Yes.
But does he have the colored mana to play it? Yes, he has the red. So as long as he has another mana, he can play it.
He's got the red. And I'm assuming, I don't know if Phil is the guy to keep a hand with just a basic mountain in it.
So really quick, because there's still a little bit of confusion in chat. So what happened was what we couldn't tell, but we're pretty sure actually did happen, is in the declare attacker step, when Nick therefore only had 1 mana open, he used the Galvanic Blast. So when we were watching, it looked like he did it in response to the equip, but what we're assuming actually happened by what made the most sense was as soon as he moved to declare attacker step, Phil blew up the plating, so then since he didn't have double black to re-equip it, he couldn't move it anywhere else. So he spent the last mana to animate the Blink Moth Nexus. And it was because of that, like, he just had lethal on the crackback since Vault Scourge was dead. So that was why we had no idea what was going on until someone in the chat mentioned the fact that it was probably done in the beginning of combat. Because they just moved through it so fast it was hard to tell. So I believe he has a 2 or 3 lander. We got the Vault Scourge out already.
Nick's at 18.
Yes. That's why we didn't. That's why we were 2 life points off. We didn't do the -2 for any of the Vault Scourges. There's 2 more.
No, he's paying. Is he paying? Yeah, he is paying for that, so he's at 16.
He can't pay for that. Yeah, I was say that. He had to do that. And then swing for 1. So now he did 1 lifelink. So now he's at 17, 19. The other thing more obnoxious is this is when people are using pain lands.
Oh, God. Don't get me started on that. Phil.
Yeah, instead we got the mirror.
Yeah, we got the mirror. It's pretty fun. So
we had the Vault Scourge Dirtle. The Vault Scourge Dirtle Fest.
Yeah.
Fun.
Galv Blast.
Not even letting that happen.
Yeah, just get it out of the way and swing it for 2. Nick's gonna go to 15.
Gotta erase the lifelink.
There's a Blink Moth Nexus.
So that's 4 damage.
That's 4 damage. 2 lifelink.
Yep. 17 all. Nope, never mind. Phil's at 15. He took 4.
No. I don't think you're in the position to do anything there. Phil looks like he has another Galvanic Blast in hand, it looks like. I'm seeing red. Chat, help me out.
I think it's a Galvanic Blast. It's either Galvanic Blast or a Wear Tear. Wasn't it a Wear Tear we saw?
Yeah, there was a Wear Tear in hand, but I don't think there were any great targets for Wear Tear right now. I would hold it for the plating. I would hold it for something super relevant. No, given a Vault Scourge is relevant, but it's only made more relevant by a what? A cranial plating.
Or by a bunch of little creatures.
Bunch of little creatures. Swinging for 2.
Offering the trade, but did not take it.
Nick's going to go to 15, I'm assuming, if we have the life totals correct. 15 all.
Looks like he's at 15 up there.
Yeah. I want to get Cam on because he always has that sweet iPhone app that we don't have to do a lot of work with.
I think he just... Oh, they're saying maybe Ornithopter did block, but I don't think it did because it looks like his life total is 15.
Wear tear on the... Okay. On the Vault Scourge. I mean, just getting it out of the way.
Well, it's also like it's easier to race him without lifelink.
So that's 2... That's 4 damage. He's going to go to 11, I'm assuming?
It looks like he's at 11, so it looks like he didn't actually block with the Ornithopter.
Yeah. And I don't think it was right to block with the Ornithopter either. Blink Mountain Nexus for Phil. Vault Scourge of his own. He's going to pay 2 life, going to go to 9. How do you like that?
That's fine.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
He's kind of signaling that he has something else in his hand to do.
And I think he does. Because you're at 9 life. You don't want to be just signaling.
Yeah.
So that's how much damage is that?
3.
4? 3? Yeah,
yeah.
Because the 0 power. So it's going to be a 12. Pretty close game so far.
Yeah.
Springleaf Drum. This is my favorite Springleaf Drum.
Yeah, no, what Sildra is mentioning is when he attacked turn 2 for 1, Phil actually didn't block. But he did have a free block there, because it just would have done 1 damage.
Did he not?
No, he didn't, because if you look at the life totals, that's what we have. So he did have a free block and just didn't do it.
It looks like...
Dispatch.
There's a dispatch, okay.
It's basically Path Text out.
No, I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at maybe the life totals. No, that's a 12. Yeah, we got the life totals correct. Yeah, Phil's just going to let that happen.
Yep.
I mean, you can't really do anything about that.
It's fun when it dissolves to fighting over the lifelinker.
So is Nick moving to attacks?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
it's where
Phil's
the mana
saying
pool will drain.
In combat, yeah.
If you hit anything, it has to be
Wear
the signal
tear.
pest. Really? Surprised he went to take the extra point of damage and kill the signal pest.
Swing for 1. Gonna go to 8. Getting a land is maybe relevant. And there's a Steel Overseer. Really, really strong play from Phil. He's going to swing in for 3 again, and he's going to go to 9. Now, Nick is digging for an answer for this Steel Overseer. And like a lot of Affinity players have experience with Steel Overseer, they very rarely win games with Steel Overseer because it gets so out of hand that it's just basically a lightning rod. Like it's there to make your Ravagers and your other things survive.
Yeah, well, Steel Overseer just reads your opponent discards target removal spell.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, which is fine. And then with the upside of if they don't, they just die. Which looks like will be happening soon to Nick if he doesn't find an answer to this thing. I mean, he's not racing it. What is that in hand?
I have no idea.
Is it a master?
If it is, he needs to slam it.
Yeah. I don't know what the... Maybe he's deliberating, like, what does he tap? If it is a master, that's what we're... Yeah, he's tapping 3. It looks
like a master.
Yeah.
Yeah. Master's good there.
Master's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5?
Mm-hmm.
And then possibly a 7, 7 with the activations of both an XI.
Swing for 2.
Swing for 2. Gonna take Phil down to... Is he a 4? No, he's 6. That's 6.
Yeah, so now Master also represents that Nick has lethal next turn. And... Does Phil have lethal this turn? If he does it correctly? He has to animate the blink ball, swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think Phil might have lethal right now.
Walk me through it.
So you animate the blink ball, tap Steel Overseer, becomes a 2/2. Ornithopter has 2. Ornithopter's 1. Memnite's 2. So that's 5, or is it 1 point? And Signal Pest is 1. So you swing with everything. The Battle Cry gives him plus. That's 9 exactly.
Yeah, but Nick is gonna block the Memnite.
Oh, then yeah. Didn't see that Master Theorem was untapped. No, you're correct. So if he has a burn spell in his hand, this is funny.
So explain to me Nick's next turn.
Animate the lands.
Sildra, I think that is a valid point.
That was what I was saying too. Vault Scourge does more to get out of hand.
Yeah, I think Vault Scourge is the scariest card, but Signal Pest is just gonna win you games.
It's also a little hard at this point because neither of them had a way to trade with the other person's Vault Scourge. Without their own. So, is he just going to attack with everything?
He's just gonna go for it. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind just attacking with the Flyers, activating. No, he's going with everybody. I don't mind. I want to leave back Memnite.
It depends on what's in his hand still.
He has 1 card.
If he has Galvanic Blast in hand, he just wins.
Counters.
So that's blocking the Memnite. This means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If he has the blast, it's over.
Yeah, if he has Galvanic Blast, he wins. Or if he does something... Yeah, he needs the Galvanic Blast here, I think. Or a way to kill Master of Ethereum before he has a chance to declare blockers.
Has he declared blockers yet?
I don't know. We're going to see about what he plays, or if he concedes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have a really easy way to signal when you're declaring steps, unlike Moto.
I don't know. If he doesn't have anything, this attack makes no sense because you're just killing yourself. And I think Phil might be realizing that or excited to play a Galv Blast. You could possibly have a Wear and Tear as well.
I wonder if he screwed up.
It looks like he screwed up. Body language says so. And he's just dead.
I think he had a card that costs 2 mana.
Wait, what?
Dismember did not kill Master of Ethereum there, because Master of Ethereum was a 6/6.
Yeah, okay. Well, game over.
Yeah. Because I think he screwed up his timing, because I think you had to dismember in response to the animation of the land.
Yeah. Or you leave the Memnite back.
Yeah, what happened was he let Nick activate the land to make Master of Ethereum a 6/6. And
none of that matters if he leaves Memnite back. Like, there's no rush. You have to steal Overseer.
No, he's still dead with Memnite back because Nick activates 2 man lands and swings. 2 man lands plus Master of Ethereum plus Signal Pest is lethal.
That's
because there are 2/2s that get battle cry, so it's 6.
That is lethal.
So I think he had to dismember in response to the man land in order for that to work.
Well, I don't know about you, Eric, but those were enjoyable games.
They were entertaining. That is essentially what the mirror is, and that's why it comes down to knowing the exact combat math of what you and your opponent can do.
Yeah, I mean, just that last play shows how intricate these games can get, and both of these they're great affinity players, but it comes down to those really crucial points of damage that you can get through in the early game.
Yeah, and that's why it really depends on what your hand is as to if you're just because chat brought this up. It really depends on what your hand is as to if you should be killing the Scourges or the Signal Pest. Because if you have a lot of low dudes, if you have a lot of small guys, you kill the Vault Scourge because you can race better when you're going wide. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you're worried about your opponent landing a Cranial Plating or something like that, you have to kill the Vault Scourge right away. But on both board states, it was really iffy. I actually think Nick should have killed Phil's Signal Pest and Phil should have killed Nick's Vault Scourge. Because Nick didn't have anything else backing up the Signal Pest. Whereas Phil had a lot more small creatures that would just swing in. So because Phil was going wide, you kill the Vault Scourge because it represents more of a damage swing. But because Nick didn't really have anything, killing the Vault Scourge there is okay because he was on Madness.
I agree with that.
So it does get really complicated, but...
I'm gonna go see.
Let's move back to the booth.
Yeah.
And talk to chat a little bit because they're gonna be done. So we should figure out what we want to put on next.
Yeah. Well, guys, figure out what we want to go on next.
I want Mardu mid range.
We have a lot of stuff.
Where are you going?
Is that Mark?
That's Jamie. Where are you heading to?
I'm gonna go see if we have.
We have 10 minutes left.
No. Okay.
We can double check, but we do have 10 minutes left. So yeah, that was the Affinity Mirror. It's entertaining. It either looks really grindy like those games, or it's like the first game where it's just whoever wins the dice roll can win. Which is actually often what game 1 comes down to, especially. Mark? What is Mark playing? Because someone yelled Mark in chat. I don't see what Mark is running. Mark is probably running Tezzeret, because if he's not running that, I would be very surprised. There are 6 minutes left in that. Alright, so yeah, they should be done soon. I don't think we have anyone playing the Lantern of Insight deck. That would be fun to commentate on, but also that would be the same thing as commentating on Eggs, where you're just going to kind of start going on autopilot.
Yeah.
What do you...
You win? Yeah.
Do we want to... What do we want to throw up?
Collecting Company.
No, did you beat him? Oh, you beat the Collecting Company. Okay. Sweet. We have 6 minutes left in round.
Yeah, we're not going to get another deck on.
Yeah, we're not. So
we have a lot of different things going on. I know a deck that I would like to see is Mardu midrange, because that's an always entertaining deck when it comes on. We have Collected Company, we have Mono Blue Tron, we have Elves, we have Tokens, we have Infect.
Grixis in all of its forms.
Yeah, we have every form of Grixis, we have Esper Control.
Hate Bears.
Hate Bears, at Black-White Aggro, Black-White Tokens.
Mono Black.
7.5 inches, Rocket Control, okay.
Hashtag 10-inch.
We have Burn, we have Rug Delver, and I believe we also have Rug Twin. We have Nick Gadgery, who plays Rogue Brews, playing something called Great Bears, which he refused to tell me anything about.
Which I
so
think
we have a lot of variety.
Yeah, which I think means that Nick is just raring to get on camera.
So we do not have Grixis Zoo, Johnny Turbo. I do appreciate it.
No,
do we have any Living End?
Do we have any Living End? We have a lot of Living End players, but I don't know if they are.
I don't think anyone's on Living End tonight.
Living End tonight.
I think due to people on Channel Fireball, Living End is Living End is starting to become more of a known deck. So it's harder to cheese tournaments because people are actually using Graveyard Hate.
Freaking Travis.
No, it's not even Travis. Like Frank Lepore played it. LSV played it today.
I need to watch that.
It's really funny.
I love watching him play in general, but also just Living End with him is just a great time. A great time on the YouTube.
All right.
Do the brew. Well, let's go.
My rule with brews is they have to win their first 2 games.
Yeah.
That is my rule with brews, because otherwise we can get some weird stuff on that is not fun to watch or commentate on.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of it comes down to. I believe this is Nick built this deck tonight, so that tends to be our rule for the stream is they have to at least win 1 or 2 games before we put them on. And that's also what most players want us to do, because they don't like necessarily showing off brews that don't work.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
So
what does this say? That is your... Oh, that was Cam being silly.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's, we have Grizzle Showbrand.
Cam?
Yeah.
No, he's playing Collected Company.
Then he messed with me.
Yes. Cam was saying he's going to start telling us different decks, but he always plays Collecting Company because he hates that I will call his deck Coco.
Coco.
Even though that is the nickname for it.
Judging from his,
do we want to put on Mark? Did Mark win his first round? I'll go see if Mark won. He's playing Tezzeret Control, so we can probably throw him on regardless.
Tez.
Yeah, let's throw Mark on, because that actually seems like fun. I haven't seen Tezzeret Control in a while.
Only if you won. I'm just putting my foot down. Only if you won.
Only if you won. His Tezzeret Control is fine. Alright, we're going to see. If Mark won the first round, we're going to throw him on. Which is always fun. Well, Mark is also fun to watch. We have a... Surprisingly, though, I know last week, I think it was, we had like 5 burn players, and now we're on 2. So, our meta here is constantly changing, because a lot of people have multiple decks to bring around. Let's see... Yeah, there are a couple decks. There also are some people who walked in after we got all the deck lists, so there's a good chance we might see something on that we don't know what's going on. Alright, yeah, a couple of people are calling out for Tezzeret Control for Mark, which should be fun. So let's see. Mark also kind of likes the rule of he wants to win a round before we put him on, so then we don't get random stuff.
Mark is in the middle of the game.
Is it game 3?
Yeah, and I went out there like an idiot screaming, Mark, 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 and then he was right next to me just in the middle of a turn.
Just put him on.
Yeah.
Did you tell him he's on?
No, he was in the middle of the game. It was really intense, and there's like 4 minutes left, and I'm not gonna go in there like.
Do we want to put him on then, or wait and see if he puts?
I want to wait and see if he wins because I want winners on. Like the last couple of weeks, we haven't been putting the best decks. I want to put like who's
I haven't
winning?
been watching. Sorry.
You win?
I did.
Elves, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. We might have elves.
You are on standby. Also, because Elves is really funny to watch.
Yeah, I love that deck so much. I go.
I have a love-hate relationship with that deck. It's fun to watch. It's terrible to play against. Because getting nugged on turn 3 is annoying.
Yeah, to play against. But
this is coming from a guy that plays decks that can have turn 3 kills like Infect.
I gotta go in my box.
Do we have raffles for
Is this a box?
Do we have raffles?
Wait, I have to ask you. Is this a box?
It's a storage box. It says on the back.
What does it say on the front?
I don't know. I can't read.
I can't read.
Do we have raffles for tonight?
I will go check.
Yeah, talk to Jameson when we go figure out what Mark is doing. But yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have him on standby for Elves. If Mark did not win game 1, we're going to put So we're gonna check. Mark is in the middle of a game. If he did not win, you will go on camera. So we will stick our heads out and tell you.
Cool.
This should be fun. So we will either have Tazerac Control or Elves.
Which are both really cool decks.
Yeah. There's also like a lot of different lines of play. Though Elves eventually will kind of start getting kind of similar, but it does still win through multiple types.
Shaman of the Pack. I think that card is real sweet, but I don't know if it's playable.
So this is going to be possibly contentious, but it kind of is my rule of thumb for evaluating cards for Modern. It is 4 mana. And
no, it's 3 mana.
Which one is it?
Colorless black,
the
right?
other one. Okay, so there's 2 Elves cards.
Shaman of the Pack. No, not the Lord. Not the Lord. That's Dwindlin or whatever.
Well, let's pull it up really quick.
Yeah.
So we can show, because there are 2 green-black cards in Elves. So I'm gonna have to see which one we're talking about.
Okay.
We're gonna have to. It's not on info yet.
That's annoying.
Pull it up on the spoilers. Just go on Magic Origins. We got. Just find it under green. Or multicolored. It's gonna be all the way down because it's multicolored.
Oh, there it is.
When it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to the number of elves you control.
Shaman of the Pack. What do we think?
That's hard because I think on average you will be nugging your opponent for about 5.
Yeah.
Which 3 mana for 5 damage and a body is really good. But when you look at elves,
it's a 3/2 body. Let's not forget that.
So it's one of those things where like it has a lot of look at what it's contending with. Also, it's contending with Heritage Druid and Zuri and all these other 3-drops that are very good for the deck. I can see you playing elves slightly differently to allow that card to be good. Like you can do a slightly different version of elves that's running like Abrupt Decay and other stuff where you can make it a little bit more grindy. I think in that type of deck, Shaman of the Pack might go
more mid-rangey.
Yeah, mid-rangey. But like I think in the full Collecting Company combo deck, I don't know if it's necessarily better than Heritage Druid because when you're looking at it this way, it's Shaman.
I don't think it's better than Heritage Druid.
No. But what I'm saying is like when you're looking at all the other 3-drops in elves, they pump your team. So if you're pushing in him when he enters the battlefield, he does 5. Compared to if you can connect with your creatures, they'll do 5 anyways because they all get +1. So I could see it possibly being a sideboard card. Because if you're just trying to like race someone or something like that, where you don't know if Inzur is going to get through or something, like you could just nug them for extra damage.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I know it's not an automatic 4. I could definitely see playing it as a 1 or 2 of, but it also means you have to splash black.
That's not
which
the
opens
worst,
you up to some other stuff.
Yeah.
Because like some decks are already splashing white in elves just to like get extra sideboard stuff. So splashing black could be relevant for like Abrupt Decay.
Obzidot Ghost. I think you're writing it off too quickly. I have to be honest. I think like we should have there's like it's worth the discussion.
Yeah,
definitely not as a 4 of.
Not as a 4 of. I could definitely see running it as a singleton because Court of Calling this is a finisher. Like it gets you the last points of damage on the turn you cast it. So it's pretty relevant versus combo decks where like if you get Inzuri, you don't kill them until your next turn. Whereas if you get them low and you have 5 or 6 elves already, when you cast Shaman, you deal them 7 damage, you can kill them on that turn. So especially if you're running a lot of Chords of Calling, I could definitely see the merit of running 1 in your deck so you can Chord of Calling for lethal on that turn.
Yeah, I think it's worth running a 1 of just to test it.
Yeah.
Because,
well, a lot of it will come down to is if you are playing this card, is it worth splashing black for?
I think the sideboard tech that black gives you is worth it. I think like the color black is worth splashing for.
Yeah. Well, the difference is because like a lot of what some of the elves decks are doing are splashing. So if you're splashing a color, you're competing against basically white. You're against green or white because white can get you. The really relevant thing what it winds up coming to is white gives you like Aven Mind Sensor and can get you Linvala depending on if you're going more wide or stuff like that. Even though it does kind of shut down your creatures, but there's like stuff with that where like white has a little bit more direct impact hate. Whereas black, you get some more removal besides dismember. You get like abrupt decay to remove just smaller things. So it really depends. Another good thing about black though is Golgari Charm is actually really relevant in being able to regenerate your entire team. So like it will really depend as to if the deck wants to splash black. If you are splashing black, I definitely would say it's correct to have a singleton of this card in your deck.
A singleton and a light splash, like an overgrown too.
Yeah.
Because you can chord for this thing anytime you want.
Yeah. Well, like if you're that's the thing is like if you're playing this card, you are probably planning on chording for it. You ideally never want to cast it and never want to have it in your hand. You want it as a chord finisher that's direct impact.
Exactly. You want to have Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, Heritage Druid, tap 3 of them, play an Art Druid, and you have like a Visionary out, and then you chord and do whatever you like shenanigans.
Yeah. It also like helps with the ball, like the Elf Ball plan, where you just have Heritage Druid and Nettle Sentinel, which is like I'm just gonna dump my entire hand and I'll Chord of Calling for the pack and kill you. Do we want to check if Mark's... Let me get up and check if Mark's...
Yeah, go.
Or actually you can, because you can talk to Jameson then. So I'm going to try to catch up with what Chad is saying. They're saying tokens are riot, but we want to put Mark on it. See how the tokens guy is doing. We'll see. He just left to check with Mark, because Mark just entertaining. Maybe he's going to be facing tokens. Quaz, what was in the black... What was it splashing black for when it was a combo deck? Because when it was Elf Ball combo, I always saw it splashing white for Path. Let me scroll up in a chat a little bit, because currently chat is basically just full of tokens or riot, and see if there's anything interesting. Looks like people just want to see tokens. Sideboard for it, putting in Abrupt Decay, Thoughtseize, Murderous Cut. Those are all relevant for the Elf. Okay. Apparently, when we were not paying attention to chat and debating the merits of Shaman of the Pack, there was a tokens uproar. Okay. I'll tell you what for tokens, if Mark has won, because I think right now we already told Els he was going on. If tokens is 2-0 after this match and you guys all still are around and want to watch it, we can put tokens on. So, we will see. My rule with tokens is kind of similar to Brews. If tokens is 2-0, I'll put it on. Because there's just a lot more, in my opinion, more fun decks to commentate on. Yeah, and also it's like, in my opinion, and I used to actually play tokens, because tokens is a fun deck to play, it's just not necessarily a fun deck to commentate on, because it's a fairly linearized deck. I like Awkward Ninja's comment of tokens are I will sit back and watch quietly anyways. Or quietly and watch anyway. But we'll see. If tokens is doing well, we can definitely put them on. But I think right now we've just already have 2 people lined up to put on, so we're going to stick with that. And we'll see what happens at the end of this round. Is there anything else? So, quick question for chat while we're waiting for Matt to get back. Is there any other cards in Origins that you think will make an impact on Modern?
I have the giveaway!
Sweet.
Here we have a Chinese.
How is Mark doing?
They're still
They're still going? Alright, we're just gonna put Mark on. At this point, I don't want to let the Els guy, like, go for that long. So if he's in game 3 this long, that means the deck is. What was he facing?
Something with Blood Moon.
We can put him on. Let's just put him on. Let's have some fun. It's round 2. We'll make sure round 3 and 4 are winning decks, but for round 2, we're gonna have a little bit of fun and just put Mark on.
You want to do a?
Oh yeah, I forgot. As I was asking, I'm like, what are cards that don't make an impact on Modern? I forgot Pile Driver was reprinted.
Yeah.
Besides Pile Driver, let's see. Yes, they're kind of mentioning a bunch of things.
Magnetic Clasm.
What does Magnetic Clasm do?
Discard a land, draw 2 cards, red.
Yes, that one does seem pretty good if you're doing like.
I think I would just stick it in a freaking Delver deck.
Yeah, it seems fine because when you don't need your extra lands anyways.
Yeah, there it is. Magnetic Insight. That's what it's called.
It's gotta suck if it gets remanded though. It's gotta be funny if it gets remanded.
Yeah, but I don't think you care if it gets remanded because if you're discarding a land, you don't need it anyway. Like,
here's the problem. My entire problem with Magnetic. This is on the wrong side. It needs to be scooted over a little bit. My entire problem with
Let's
Magnetic.
talk about Molten Vortex and its and its implications in Modern. No.
You mean somewhat fixed seismic assault? So the entire problem with Magnetic Insight I see, and why I wanted to see play because it'll be funny, is people will do it turn 1 when they shouldn't. People will see I have 2 lands in my hand, I'm going to play a mountain, cast Magnetic Insight, and then not draw a land.
I would never do that.
You might not ever do it, but I can guarantee there will be people who are playing this card in Standard or in Modern and will do that.
I can see it on turn 2-3 because after you've Serum Visioned and after you've set up your draws.
Yeah, well, I'm not even talking about like Delver, but like in decks. I can
okay.
definitely see people doing turn 1 Magnetic Insight, hoping they'll draw the land that they just pitched and not doing it, and just being screwed because of it.
Yeah.
Because Modern is kind of a land-light format, so if you do this and don't hit another land, it becomes really, really funny for your opponent.
But I think if you're just a basic skilled Magic player,
So that's kind of a good point. So let's look at the new Merfolk. Let's pull that up.
the Flash guy,
Yeah,
that can cost 2 more.
it could cost 2 more, but that doesn't matter. Like it's going to be casting off Aether Vial. What is that called again? What's the Merfolk called, guys? Unless I see it first.
It's Tidebringer something.
Oh, is it T?
Yeah.
So I just entirely whiffed past.
Is it?
No.
No, I'm wrong. Its art is pretty great. So there it is.
Harbinger of the Tides.
Harbinger of the Tides. Pretty sweet art.
So that seems pretty good. Screws with combat tricks off Aether Vial. That will I think that will actually help shore up some of Merfolk's bad matchups, like Affinity isn't a great matchup. But being able to have an instant speed bounce in addition to Vapor Snag is pretty good. Although, I don't know how many you play, because your 2 mana drops are all your lords. But like, it definitely would be helpful to at least have in the 75.
I just don't think this is one of those cards where it's like, oh, Merfolk's good again.
Yeah, no, it's not going to break Merfolk, but I think it has its merits for Merfolk, giving them extra combat tricks.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm not excited about this card.
It also means you can bounce a Splinter Twin Pestermite, or Splinter Twin whatever, in response to the untap trigger. Mm-hmm. So it actually does kind of improve their Twin matchup.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Because it is a relevant answer to Twin.
That's a good point. Yeah, that card does not excite me, though. I mean... Definitely.
It's not as exciting as the Days Undoing. Days Undoing to me is a much more exciting card, but that's also because I am an Affinity player and I want to test that out.
Yeah?
I will
puke your hand, draw 7.
It's a sideboard card. It is not a main deck card. It is a sideboard card.
Okay.
Because that is phenomenal versus Jund and like control decks. Where like you're going to puke your hand by turn 2 and they're probably going to still have cards in their hands. So it's like, alright, you have 5 cards, I have 0. Flip Days Undoing. And now I have 7, and you also have 7, but you gained 2 cards, I gained 7. So, like, the reason why Days Undoing, I was reading Frank Carson's article on this. The reason why Days Undoing is in the sideboard is because versus Burn, it does nothing. Like, you would rather not have Burn have more cards, because your cards are more impactful than Burns. But versus mid-range decks and control decks, it does a lot, because you are gaining more cards than they are.
Yeah. What do you think about it in Burn?
That's interesting, because you have so many instant speed burn spells, and I'm sure you guys all remember what Treasure Cruise did for burn. But it's weird because it's 3 mana. I'll kind of that's kind of where I'll leave it at. Where it's like it's weird because it is 3 mana, which means it actually is a little clunky for burn.
Yeah, but that 3 mana is.
It's a 3 mana. It will be a 3. It will be a 3 mana draw 7.
Yeah. Well, it's a 3 mana, 14 damage.
Yeah. No, I swear. I definitely think it has merit to try and burn. I don't know if you'd have to slightly reconfigure your burn deck.
We're putting up round 2 shortly. We'll get you a copy. So.
Awesome.
Did Mark win or lose his round?
Who? McManus?
Yeah.
It was a draw.
It was a draw? Alright, put him on camera. Go get him. Oh, we should probably... Oh, we do have raffles. We'll tell you guys about them afterwards. Is it these?
Yeah.
I don't know what any of these are. I actively don't know what card... I don't know what card this is. What? Oh, okay. So we do have some raffles. We'll show them to you guys after this round, because we will be raffling at least one of them off after this round. I am not a burn player. I'm going to say this right now with all my comments on days I'm doing. I have played burn once, top 8 a PPTQ, and realized I do not enjoy playing burn. So, I would not be the best thing. But Matt is a burn player and like zoo player, so he might know a little bit better, but I think it would be similar to what you were doing when Treasure Cruise was legal, where you're just playing blue and white. Is the raffle really open? The raffle's not supposed to be open. You guys can put that in as much as you want, but the raffle's not supposed to be open. People need to stop leaving raffles open on this computer. Alright, what's a...
Are we bummed? We just got Mark against Phil again. So Phil on the Affinity.
Well, I hope you guys like Affinity.
Yeah.
Because we have another artifact
Well,
here.
no. They wanted Mark so badly that they have to go and do another Affinity.
Well, it's not an Affinity mirror. It is an artifact mirror. It is Deseret Control versus Affinity.
Phil Brown? Oh, good. Alright, and then we got left player name is Mark. How do you spell his last name?
McManus. It's on here. McManus. Although I'm pretty sure the second M is supposed to be capitalized.
I got it.
I don't know why I said
I know how to
capitalized.
do mix.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Because I actually kind of like Mark's chances in this matchup.
He thinks he is not favored. That's what he thinks.
Pithing Needle is kind of a house against Affinity for main deck Pithing Needle. He doesn't have the most removal though, so he has to just hope his hand is good enough against Affinity.
So it looks like Mark is shipping. Wait, do they think it's another Infinity Mirror?
No, well you said it's like you guys get Affinity again, but no, it's...
No Affinity Mirror, guys. It's Tez Control versus Affinity.
Assless Chaps, man, we can talk to Mark about posting his deck list again.
Yeah, I mean, if this goes fast.
Or we can make Mark talk about it while we're trying to put another round up. Thank you, Chuck.
Alright, I mean, I'm excited. I like Tez Control a lot. I played against it yesterday. I crapped on it, but still, really great deck.
What deck are you play Burn?
No. I play strict blue-red tempo. Just no black, no Tassigers, no Gurmag.
How many decks do you differently play, though? I thought you play a bunch of different decks. Didn't you used to play Burn, too?
No, I play Burn. And then I play all forms of Delver.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I've seen you play Zoo before.
You've seen me play Zoo.
Okay.
Not my list.
Okay. Did you forget your box?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm liking Vapor Snag right now.
Is Mark gonna be here tomorrow? You know better than I do. I'm not.
Mark will not be here tomorrow.
Okay.
As far as I know.
There we go, people asking. How many colors is Mark now? Is he just blue-black? Is he white again?
I think there's white. Yes.
Apparently there was a 4.
Wait, what?
No, Mark was just signaling a 4. piece. Okay, we're gonna turn off.
There's a Flooded Strand, but that doesn't.
We're going to turn off Phil's poison counters.
They're all the way at the bottom.
We're gonna turn off both poison counters.
Wait, no. Why would you turn off?
Because we're gonna put it on up if it's relevant. It looks ugly. Wasn't there another mud player besides Mark in Legacy sometimes? Do you do the Legacy streams? Or
No.
do we do the stuff? Okay. I've done a Legacy stream once and had no idea what I was doing, which was kind of entertaining. Me and Mark did it.
That is scary for me.
Well, it was me and Mark, so it worked.
And it looks like a turn 1 Steel Overseer.
You have Doomblade Capsule, which is going to get... If he has a land, he's going to use the Doomblade Capsule. And here's a fetch. Repping the wrong store on that life pad.
Yeah, wait, what's happening?
We should go, like, pull his life pad away and put a piece of paper over it.
No.
It's not worth
not
messing
worth
with Mark that much. That is a fetch, and I'm guessing Executioner's Capsule is going to kill Steel Overseer.
It must.
No, I'm pretty sure Executioner's Capsule is exactly Doomblade on a stick. Someone asked if it's if it allows non-artifact creatures. See if this is close enough. Close enough. It's 1 in a black, sacrifice Executioner's Capsule to destroy target non-black creature. So it is, as I thought, Doomblade on a stick.
Phil tapping 2.
They're still being smart, Alex, about the banner in the middle, which I agree with them on. I think the banner's ugly there, but that's how Mark wants it, so that's what we're doing.
And a Vault Scourge.
Vault Scourge is good there, so he loses
And a
2.
Cranial Plating.
Okay, so is he losing 2 life on that or not?
He is
1.
not. He's not. Because he tapped
Yes, so
1,
he
2,
did not
and
lose.
then 1, 2.
Cranial Plating's pretty good.
Yeah. Saw that last
Cranial
round.
Plating, Vault Scourge, it's a thing.
What does Mark have in hand?
Ichor Wellspring, and some lands, and Engineered Explosives on 2.
That is really good.
That's a little silly. Unfortunately, he cannot crack it this turn.
Yeah, and
I
unfortunately...
like how Mark just kind of did the dance of suck it.
Yeah, he's going to kind of take it.
Phil is going to connect, and he will be connecting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8. So 8 lifelink is very good to do. 1, 2, 3,
Yes, it is
4, 5,
typically
6,
very
7,
good
8.
to do.
8 lifelink is good. Get some bonuses.
Whoa! What just happened? Getting in there.
So that is 11 to 28. And this is why Affinity can be a dumb deck. Apparently this is going to be a Knight of Affinity. Oh, what happened last week? Oh, everyone was on vacation.
Yeah, we were all on vacation. My mother's 50th birthday happened last week. I was home, and nobody could cover for me on Wednesday,
Yeah.
so...
No one was just able to show up.
That will not happen again, by the way. That will not happen again.
Yeah, your mother will probably never turn 50 again.
Well, you never know. You never know. I would not totally bet that.
She might say she's turning 50 again. Ooh, Ichor Wellspring for the draw. Oh, because he gets to blow it up with Engineer Explosives and draw another card. That is sick. The synergy.
Alright. Phil gonna force a crack.
Yeah. I just really like the synergy of Engineer Explosives on 2 and Ichor Wellspring because that's really funny.
He has another Ichor Wellspring in hand.
I wonder if there's any other artifact sack ways, any other ways to sack artifacts.
Who?
Mark.
Oh, Mark. Yep.
Yep. Here's cracking Engineer Explosives, drawing another card off the Ichor
Scourge goes as
Wellspring.
well.
Yep, because technically it is a 2-drop, even though it's not very often played at 2. Ooh, he drew another Executioner's Capsule too, which is pretty good. And it looks like Mark's talking a little bit of smack there, which is always entertaining. So
it does look like Mark's a little flooded.
Yeah. But flooding out of control deck isn't the worst.
There's a spell.
Oh, there's a spell skite. That really screws up.
And he reads the
So this interaction is as Mark wants it to be. When you sacrifice Archon Ravager, you can redirect the counters to spell skite. Chad is kind of mocking the fact that I said Affinity can be a dumb deck instead of is a dumb deck. I play Affinity. It's an entertaining deck, but I play it because it's a dumb deck. That isn't...
Install Artifact. Flying Scissors and a Spellskite.
That's pretty good.
Not Flying Scissors. At this
Nope,
point.
it is an indestructible 5/5 Scissors.
Yeah.
Because Install Artifact, a 5/5 indestructible Install Artifact is good. And that'll knock Phil down to a still pretty healthy... Oh, wait. What is he doing? What's going on?
I have no idea what's happening.
Is Phil taking 3 or is he blocking and sacking?
He has a Galv Blast in hand. But that doesn't do anything.
It's indestructible. It doesn't matter. He has to Galv Black the Spellskite if he were to do that. He's also tapped.
And,
I guess he could do both Springleaf Drums.
I think he just Galv Blast the Spellskite at the end of his turn.
Is he just taking it?
Yeah,
No blocks?
He's taking it. He's taking it. He's going to 23.
That's interesting.
Wait, that's not interesting at all. That you're supposed to take that.
He could also just block and sack to Ravager.
Yeah, I know, but he has the Spellskite out, which is...
You can still make Ravager big enough that doesn't matter.
And he's going to Galv Blast the Spellskite in
Yep.
turn. Which is pretty good for Phil.
Oh yeah, Mark definitely talks smack when he plays. That's half the fun of watching Mark.
But it's not a malicious...
No,
it's more an all good fun.
It's just Mark having fun. I wonder if it was actually correct to blow up the Spellskite there. Because you also could have just done 4 to Mark and swung in for a pretty healthy crack.
I think he's doing enough damage at this point. Anyway. He's going to sack both. Ravager's going to become a 3/3.
Takes 4. And Mark is now at 7.
Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. The land for Mark. Ichor Wellspring that draw the play and then draws a polluted delta, it looks like.
Yeah. It looks like he's also just straight blue-black, because I don't see any white, unless it's a very light splash.
Alright.
Blow up the graveyard draw card? Sure. Did he hit anything relevant there? Pithing Needle naming Arcbound Ravager.
That's pretty frustrating for Phil.
I think Phil could just put everything on an Ornithopter, though.
Yeah. Wait, in response.
Yeah, just put everything on the Ornithopter and don't care.
Mark stepped out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you should be doing at this point. So you just sack everything, right? Because he's tapped out. I mean, you're scared of a Slaughter Pact?
Slaughter Pact is real when your opponent's playing black.
Yeah.
Did he say
Also
okay?
a Dismember. I mean, Mark has Darksteel Citadel up.
Yeah. It could be Dismember in response. We, of course, know it's Ichor Wellspring.
Yeah.
But it is a very relevant thing that with 1 mana, he represents a lot.
As the Affinity player, no knowledge of what's in Mark's hand, 1 card in hand, do you go for it?
He doesn't have to. The game is so heavily in his favor right now. It's a little dangerous to do that here, because then you're left with just a 7/7 Ornithopter.
Just.
But it's one of those things where, like, at this point, like, he's not... Oh, so he's just making it a 4. Yeah, I like this a little bit more.
What's a 5/5?
Yeah, so now she's obviously he can name something different if he chooses to. Like, he can name cranial plating.
Yeah, he used to.
Yeah. Did we announce we weren't streaming last week?
Yes. I'm pretty sure we did. If we didn't, I'm sincerely sorry about that. It won't happen again. But yeah.
We'll see. Let's see what's going. Okay, so the other Archon Ravager.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was gonna say this. I was like, this could bite him in the ass. This redirect of the Pithing Needle.
So Phil just wins.
Yeah.
That's funny. Mark is already moving to sideboard.
Is he just...
He's just blatantly doing sideboard. No, he's like, I know I'm dead. I'm going to move to sideboard. You're going to go through the motions and I'm going to move to sideboarding.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that.
It's fine. They know each other. This is not competitive REL. He can do it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. If they didn't know each other.
They definitely know each other.
No, if they didn't know each other.
No, if they didn't know each other, Mark wouldn't do that. He also probably wouldn't be talking as much smack as he is. When we can clearly see him talking smack. What's funnier is when we can hear him. Especially if he laughs. Every once in a while we can hear him in this room.
So both players gonna shuffle up, go to sideboard, and this is where Mark gets to have a little fun.
Yeah, I saw him bringing some Pithing Needles. Probably some more removal. I don't know what removal, though, is really good. I hope he has Circle's Recall, because Circle's Recall is really funny. What does it look like he has?
Engineer Explosives, Pithing Needle, another Doomblade on his stick, Executioner's Capsule. So it's fine. It's not as much affinity hate as I would feel comfortable with, but
Yeah, it's weird. I think it also might be that, like, he also has Engineer Explosives, though. So, like, Engineer Explosives in multiples is also really good. Cryptic is asking if you ever think Mill will see printing in Standard. I think it will see printing. I don't think we'll ever have a Standard Mill deck again, but I think we will see random Mill cards popping up that are decent. I don't think we'll ever see a full Mill deck, unless you count, like, the blue-white control, where it's a Mill deck in the essence of it wins by chaining Elixir of Immortalities.
yeah.
I don't know if that counts as winning, though, through Mill.
Yvonne Flock.
Yeah, and Melissa Del Toro was running the deck, too, when she was still playing.
That deck was sweet.
The blue-white control of we're always going to go to time.
Yeah.
Dude, that mirror seems atrocious.
Oh, the Sphinx's Revelation mirror.
The two WinCon mirror of Elspeth, Sphinx's Revelation, and, like, Elixir of Immortality.
But Elspeth was even in the board, wasn't it?
No, it was in the main. You ran, like, two Elspeths.
No. The list that Yvonne Flock won the Pro Tour with, he didn't have any WinCon.
I thought he had WinCon in the main.
He had one Jace, Architect of Thought.
Oh, okay.
And he had Elixir of Immortality.
Hey, Jace Architect of Thought was a WinCon. It just steals your opponent's card.
Yeah, it's a good card. Modern playable, I think.
Yeah.
It's creepy. Deals with Lingering Souls, deals with Young Pyromancer.
I'm going to say people play it in Modern rather than as Modern playable.
No. I don't think it's... I obviously don't think it's, incredible, but I think it's definitely... could be a 1 over 2 of a control deck.
I'm going to stand by people play it in Modern rather than as Modern playable.
To each his own, Eric. Jace, Architect of Thought. We're talking about Kerry. All right, player's gonna draw their 7.
Oh crap! My bottle's actually like 100% broken.
Oh, I'm
That's what I was
sorry, man.
thinking.
That stinks.
That just means I throw this bottle out.
Yeah.
This is like a 2-year-old bottle, so I don't really care. Just means I need to find a new one.
I just got a new bottle. Pretty happy about it. And you just go ahead and just break it.
Why
Just
not?
break it all the way.
Why not? What else am I gonna do? I don't need this. Got it. What is CSGO? Okay, so I'm gonna correct. I don't think it's unplayable, but I wouldn't really call it a good card because even versus Splinter Twin, like I don't like 4-drops. Claiming
Elixir
your
is a
4-drop
good-
is good against Splinter Twin.
Elixir's a good card.
Yeah,
Kind of like a triple time walk right now.
yeah, it's good. It definitely stalls for turns. It's not quite a time walk because Phil gets to build his board.
I guess.
Ooh, and there's a Pithing Needle. Is it Pithing or Pithing?
I say pithing, but pithing sounds really cool. So
So you don't know.
I have no idea. Springleaf Drum. There is a debate over Springleaf Drum, I think.
Oh, is Springleaf Drum considered a modern thing because it's tap a creature? Oh, okay. Wingdorf is saying it's good in Twin.
Wait, what's happening? Do they just judge call the
I
Springleaf
think they
Drum?
judge called to see if Springleaf Drum can be named with Pithing Needle.
Engineer explosives on 0, crack, kill the Memnite?
That seems a little loose.
Yeah.
I think you just are okay with him having a Memnite right now.
No, he just
Oh, he
did that.
did?
Yeah.
That's...
And he spell pierced it. What's happening?
Well, I'm so confused. Did he not realize he was on 0 or just really
Wait,
wants his Memnite?
whoa! What is happening? How did that happen? Why is Engineer Explosive still on the battlefield? What is...
Because he played it on 0 and then he just paid the 2 for it. He said Engineer Explosives on 0.
Nobody tapped 2 to play it in the first place. Am I
don't think
wrong?
He did. No, I think he did in response. Okay, apparently it is Pithing Needle.
It's definitely Pithing Needle, Eric. I just wanted to make you feel comfortable.
Well, I've heard
and
people
whatever way you
pronounce
wanted
it
to
Pithing
pronounce it.
Needle, which is why I didn't know which is it supposed to be. That's why I asked, is it Pithing or Pithing?
Steel Overseer for Phil. Still on 1 land, Darksteel Citadel, but obviously it has the Springleaf Drum.
Steel Overseer won't be growing anything, though, if he cracks that Engineered Explosives. So what is in his hand? I see a Tezzeret, and I can't see any other card in his hand,
What is
really.
that?
He might have a Capsule in his hand. Here's the problem. That card is, like, glare down the middle. That gets him a basic land? Yeah, that's the Wellspring that gets him a basic land. Alright, at least chat seems as confused as we are. Getting and playing the Swamp, which seems good. I have no idea what he's doing, though.
Base Lanta, looking to get into Modern. What deck?
What is your budget based, Lana? Because that is actually very important for buying into Modern.
A lot of people that buy into Modern start with Infect or Burn.
Yes.
Both, I think Infect is more...
There's the needle on Steel Overseer.
Yeah, that's a little bummer. I mean, he's already dealing with Steel Overseer anyway with the Engineer Explosives.
Oh, no, because then if he plays any other creatures, it means they will never be pumped. Assless Chapsman does have a point. This would not be happening if we had tokens on. But who is the one, what's the guy with the nameplate token?
What is
Lil
happening
Kruger?
that's so horrible?
Lil Kruger did win his first game, so if he wins his next one, we can put him on.
Okay. What's he on?
He's on tokens. They want to see tokens. And I told them if tokens is too low, we'll put him on.
Okay.
Because I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that as well. I like tokens. Not as much as chat apparently, but Thoughtseize!
Ooh, that's bad for the Tezzeret.
Thoughtseize always good against control deck.
Ooh, that's hard, because there's Tezzeret and Ensnaring Bridge there. That is rough. It's, do you want to take his win con, or do you want to take the card that makes it so you can't win?
Does he have a land in hand?
He has the draw one, the Wellspring that he draws a card with. So he does not have a land in hand, but it's still like, if he draws a land, he wins.
Is Phil boarded wear tears?
So he built so about 400. What's a good modern deck for around $400? You can't go wrong with Delver or Twin.
Delver.
Yeah, Delver and Twin you really can't go that wrong with.
The real money you're spending there is Scalding Tarn.
Yeah.
In both. You can do both of them without, but it just feels awkward. It just feels worse knowing that I played both sides of the coin, and now I'm on Scalding Tarns. It just feels so much better.
Yeah.
Then again, if you're on a budget, Polluted Deltas and Flooded Strands.
Also, there's a good chance. I'd say there's a more than 50% chance that the other fetches will be reprinted and returned to Zendikar.
I have not come down on an opinion about that yet.
It might only be a 51% chance, but I think there's above a 50%
51.
chance they will be reprinted.
51.
Yeah, it's above 50. I would be okay
Have
saying
some balls,
51.
man. 75.
You guys say okay?
No. Cranioplating.
Cranioplating is pretty good there.
Cranioplating.
That Super Memnite.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, he doesn't
6,
have the mana
7.
open to crack the Water Grave. Alright, so how much damage is
That's
this?
8.
Has he attacked with Memnite beyond this
That's
time?
9 damage. 9
All right.
damage. I actually have no idea what the life totals are.
I'm pretty sure that's the first amount of damage. Have we missed any damage with that being the 1/9?
I'm pretty sure we have it.
I'm pretty sure he just hasn't attacked with Memnite for some reason. See, crack the elixir. Oh, and there's the land. So, do we play the ensnaring? The ensnaring bridge doesn't do anything right now because Spellskite you can swing a signal pest and then instant speed equip it with the 2 Springleaf drums. But engineering explosives at 0 does do something.
Is it on 0 or is it on 2?
It's on 0. I'm actually fairly certain it is on 0.
If it's on 0, then why didn't he just...
Because he's never had 2 mana open.
Yeah, he didn't have the mana open. He didn't have the mana open. Oh, the Thoughtseize.
That was what we missed.
Thank you.
Just crit myself.
Ew.
Base Lanta, if you're playing Burn, you do not need Blood Moons. Just play Molten Rain and you're fine. That is 2 Cranial Platings on that Signal Pest. Oh, they are also not 1/1 right now. We need to update this layout and ignore the fact, pretend that we have a timer go. Let's update this. Round 2. Alright, let's see. So he is fetching for... He is taking 3 on this fetch. Going to 8. So I assume he has a removal spell here. What spell is that? Oh, Disenchant. The cool art. Just kill the Signal Pest. He really needs a blocker. Oh, now he can just play Ensnaring Bridge and not care. Although he needs to get more cards out of his hand. Let's go. So there's the Ensnaring Bridge. He has 1 card in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Is he just dead right now? No, he has Elixir of Immortality, so he's not dead as long as he remembers his Elixir. He's not doing great.
Not too hot.
Oh no, he can't his speed equip because he doesn't have anything to tap the Springleaf Drums with. So he can only attack for 1 right now.
No, now he has something.
He needs 2 black though. And you can't tap and attack with it.
No, he taps the Ravager to equip to this
With
Steel Overseer.
But he needs double black to do it.
Wait, why?
Because he has Ensnaring Bridge down. So since he has Ensnaring Bridge... Yeah, no, it's just kind of shenanigans now.
Sorry, I missed the Ensnaring Bridge. I was on my phone.
You should pay attention.
I'm sorry, it was an urgent...
that's... So he's a...
Gal blast ya!
Go to 3.
Basically just saying you're dead next turn.
Not necessarily.
No, wait.
That's bad because of Ensnaring Bridge. What are you doing? That's so ballsy. Crack Elixir of Immortality on upkeep, was that? Or did he draw first?
This is still combat, I think.
I don't know. I thought it moved to his turn. This is past combat. Or is it? Is this still combat? This might all be done in combat. I think you're right, where he should be at 6 now. Or 5. I believe you are right. We're gonna put him at 5.
You know what? He's at 5.
And now this becomes fun.
Now, is Phil just completely out of this game?
He needs Mox Opal or an Athopter. Or a creature and 2/0 drops. Or I guess he could draw Ancient Grudge. Like, Ancient Grudge is actually pretty good here.
Ichor Wellspring, the draw. Ancient Grudge? I don't know if he has it. It is 75.
I have no idea either. But this is now just becoming a little degenerate. What does he have? Engineered Explosives on 2 would be phenomenal here.
I mean, I would just scoop to that.
Yeah, he's getting Engineered Explosives. I would be very surprised if he doesn't.
Well, he's not playing it.
No, he got Executioner's Capsule. That works too. Just kill the Steel Overseer.
Yeah, I guess.
Or kill whatever he thinks he's going to attack with.
I don't know. I would get the Engineering Explosives.
For the value, but...
What for the win?
It's not a win.
That is a win! That is such a win.
Okay.
Alright, what did Phil draw?
I think another thing, though, is Mark only wins with Tezzeret
What is
right
Phil?
now.
What is Mark at?
Mark is at 5.
Are you sure he's at 5?
He's either at 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure he's at 5, though.
Alright. So I'm saying Galv Blast.
Flexi14 says he does have 1 Ancient Grudge in the deck. Somewhere.
Wait.
He said he saw him he said he saw him when he was looking at your sideboard.
Okay, I was like, do you live in my apartment? Like, how do you know this?
He knows. He's watching, just like we are watching. Always watching. Ancient Grudge.
Hey, there's the
1.
Ancient Grudge. That's pretty good.
That is what he needed. Because he can flash that back next turn by animating...
Is that just game?
No, because Mark has mana.
Oh, and he also has the, Executioner's Capsule. Phil needs to draw a creature.
So now you animate Ink Moth and swing for Blink Moth and swing for 1, or just do nothing?
Ornithopter. Great draw.
Yes. So I'm betting now Mark wish he had the Engineered Explosives for 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you just swing for 1 here.
Yeah, there's no point of not. It also puts marking Galvanic Blast range. Or you equip the cranial plating and swing for more.
Oh, okay. Like, we forgot that could happen. Is this just lethal?
Nah, because he has an Executioner's Capsule. He kills it.
Oh, he does. Yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting about this thing. Looks like an Ichor Wellspring.
Does he have the land that he can pull a great artifact back from his graveyard? I know he plays those. Where it's
Academy runes? He does.
No, the other one. There's it's like costs 4 mana. Return an artifact from your graveyard to your hand.
Oh.
I think that's what he just did. 2 mana. Yeah, it's what he just did. That land. Buried Ruin. So the question is, he get back the Ensnaring Bridge? Oh, he's gonna
No,
back
it doesn't matter. Does he have black?
He got back the Ensnaring Bridge. He does not have black because he needs another creature. If he has another creature, he will have black.
Yeah. Okay, so
that's how I would have gotten back the Engineer Explosives there. But, alright, 16. If this is a creature, he wins.
if it's a Glimmer Void, or if it's a Mox Opal, it's not that.
No, that means he still wins. Because he animates it, and then uses...
Wait, what?
I don't know what he just said. Oh, he has Orborg. Mark played Orborg.
Oh!
So, for those of you who also missed what we just missed.
He had Urborg the
Orborg
entire
made
time.
Phil's lands black.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and Mark is now just realizing I should have got back Engineered Explosives. Here, you keep them entertained. I'm gonna go check on matches quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him about the giveaways.
Yeah, you tell him about the giveaways. I'm gonna steal another bite of your cookie. If you don't mind.
That's fine. It's super moist.
That's okay, it's banana-y.
Banana-y.
Oh, so it's like super moist around the bananas, which is a little awkward.
Yeah. Okay. We are doing our raffles now. Okay. First raffle is a Chinese or oh no, this is embarrassing. Alex, I need your help. Chinese surgical extraction. I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to say Chinese yet. Somebody help me out. Going back to the booth. It's our first giveaway. First raffle of the night. Falafel. Nice. I make falafel at my job.
You say you need me?
This is Chinese, right?
It's foreign.
God darn it.
Nick Roar's playing Slivers.
Huh?
Nick Roar's playing Slivers.
Wait.
I don't know what he wrote down there, but he's definitely playing Slivers.
We saw him round 1 playing Infinity.
He's out there playing Slivers right now, so he must just be like...
No, he's just messing around.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see that. He needs to
Alright.
play that in it.
This is a surgical extraction. So, that's Japanese. Japanese. Yeah, that's what I said, guys. I didn't say Chinese.
It is the tokenist player. I was going to see what his record is.
Wasn't it,
Will Kruger.
Will Kruger? Yeah.
I'm going to try to figure out who that is.
Yeah, so this Japanese, I didn't say Chinese, definitely Japanese surgical extraction. Never said Chinese. Will be up for raffle. Okay, guys, remember you have to follow us on stream
Mark, fix the
to.
camera.
You have to follow us on stream to.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, it looks great.
Even when I kick the camera,
You
I still
fix
let
the
it go
camera by
better.
kicking it.
Yeah, I'm better than other
All right, guys, we're not doing the raffle yet, so chill. We're doing it right
We
now.
don't have a break. Yeah, so you can do it now. Oh, Will Kruger. I gotta hear it.
All right, I'm opening the raffle, guys. Go. Raffle,
Hashtag
raffle,
waffle.
raffle. Hashtag raffle, hashtag 10 inch.
Wait. That's Japanese? What's Japanese?
That.
Yeah.
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 I didn't say Chinese.
That's racist.
I didn't say Chinese. I never said Chinese. All right, everybody. So exclamation point raffle. And okay, I'm gonna start a countdown. So how'd it go out there?
So here's the thing. The deck's hard to play and has a lot of lines, and when you haven't played it in a million years, it's difficult. Because I could have won that. Just sign in. You got kicked somehow.
I don't know how that happened.
But basically, I made a huge mistake. I should have gone and gotten engineered explosives with the.
Yes, and you
yeah.
should not have gotten the Doom Blade on a stick.
Yeah.
That was the play that we were calling out.
Yeah, that was really bad, and I knew it as soon as I shuffled back up because I even said to Sherwin, I was like, "God damn it, I just lost myself the game." So then it was just me crossing my fingers and hoping.
What's happening?
And then, you maximized it. You made it into a new tab. That's what you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then Game 1, I technically actually won. My opponent was playing incredibly slow, and he was at 2 life while he had a Blood Moon in play, a Swamp, and a Island, and then a, let's see, what do you have in hand? He had like a Molten Rain.
Tokens is 2-0, so we will put him on.
How do I get back? How do I unminimize this?
All right.
Unmaximize this.
Here.
Help me out.
Ready? Just see this X? Let's just press the X.
Okay,
there.
thank you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, guys, keep raffling. My fault. I'm sorry about that. I'm counting upwards, by the way, because that's how my brain works.
By the time you tell them, it will no longer be relevant.
And draw. Thumbs 300.
How long ago did he follow? I'm trying to prove.
Congratulations, Thumbs 300. You win a Japanese surgical extraction. And remember, not Chinese. I did not say Chinese. I said Japanese.
Racist son of a bitch.
I never called it Chinese.
I heard you Chinese from the
I was well.
heard
Yeah,
Chinese from the other room,
that's a
too.
relative. That's your opinion. So yeah, congratulations. I'm gonna.
To all of you guys
Email
for the
you
tokens
soon.
player, especially those of you who know the tokens player, apparently, because he told me you guys were texting him. He is 2-0, so he will be on next round. So we do have the tokens match.
Hagrid Tico, thank you. Claude 9, Cloud 9, thank you for following. And
Someone watches League of Legends. Alrighty. I want my chair back.
chill out.
Alright. So raffle's done. Surgical extraction. So since we just raffle off surgical extraction, we have some time to kill. What deck do you like surgical extraction in right now?
None of them.
None of them?
Yeah.
I actually kind of like it alongside Monastery Mentor.
You know what also I don't like in any deck right now?
What?
Monastery Mentor.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it could still be fun. I'm like slowly trying to build the deck that's like 4 Bobs, 4 Young Power Mentor, 4 Monastery Mentor, and just get there.
Oh, Thumbs 300 can actually read Can you speak Japanese or you only read it? Or do you dream in Japanese?
Do you dream of Genie?
Wait, tanks and guns. No, don't mess with me. What is this language? I have no idea. You know what? I'm just gonna go out and say it. I'm an ignorant son of a bitch. I'm not gonna. Help me out.
I'm trying to remember. I thought it was Japanese because it has the marks on top, but I don't actually know. Why don't we ask? Do you want me to go figure out which one it is?
No, because we're just sticking to it. It's Japanese.
It might not be.
I will change every history book in China until it's all Japanese.
Know which one it is. I'll be back in 1 second. We can settle this debate.
All right, whatever. Okay, guys. So, do we want tokens on? I do. I definitely want to see some tokens. It's Japanese. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Remember, we are brought to you by MTG Card Market, mtgcardmarket.com. Go on to buy your best singles and booster packs and bulk, even some sweet content that we're getting started up on the website. Confirmed Japanese. Hashtag confirmed Japanese for the night. Hashtag of the night. Yeah, but so tune in every single week. We're going to be doing this every week, like always. Tuesday draft, Modern on Wednesdays, and then Thursday night's Legacy.
How is the drafts been going? I tuned in for one of them.
Great. I think they're fun. I think like the viewership, like guys, please tune into the Tuesday night drafts. our viewership is not, is not so impressive.
I think the first time I watched it was 12.
Yeah, but it's really fun, and I think that if we just keep doing it, we're gonna get a good viewership. And with Origins coming out, I think a lot of people are excited to draft that set. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I definitely think you guys should too, especially when we start doing Origins drafts.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be, I might be able to, I don't know that I could come down here on Tuesday because I have commitments for Tuesdays, but I will possibly be able to, no, I'm not even live on Tuesday nights.
Alive?
I'm like, I have like a commitment all Tuesday nights, which I'm not going to be on my computer watching
To like
for.
a vampire?
Yeah.
Because you're dead?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Nah, do my Necromancer.
All I watch is Modern, but I mean, Limited is an excellent format. It's the most skill-intensive
What about
format.
Modern Masters drafts?
Yeah, we've done that before.
I think that was what I too did on and kept having to make like kept telling the rules on cards. But it happens. Like if you enjoy Limited, it's fun to watch because don't you guys like follow a player's draft?
No, yeah, we watch them draft, and then we watch their deck build. We get them back here for an interview about the draft, and then we watch them play
So
their
that's
consecutive
gotta
matches.
suck if it's a jank deck.
What?
So this gotta suck if it's a jank deck.
Yeah. All right. So what's the round time?
It was like 15 minutes, but no one was like. It looks like it'll end up soon, except for like a control mirror. So we gotta kill some time.
Okay. Cool. So do we want to talk about Magic Origins?
There doesn't seem like there's.
8 minutes left.
There's a 10. Oh no, he did say 8. Why is he saying 8, not 10? Okay, probably wasn't paying attention before that.
Do we want to talk about Magic Origins?
What about Magic Origins?
What are you excited for?
Not playing Magic Origins.
Come on.
Here's my problem. I don't care about Standard, and the only card I care about in Origins is Days Undoing as like a singleton or maybe a tool in my sideboard of Affinity. I don't play any other deck that those cards are relevant in. Because I play Affinity, Infect, and Ad Nauseam, and if anything changes Ad Nauseam's list in this new sets, I will be vastly surprised.
Here's something you should get excited for.
Languish?
Languish.
It's Damnation Mini.
Yes.
It's not gonna see any play in Modern except for budget.
No, it's not going to see play in Modern.
For Standard, actually I take that back. It's cool in Modern because your Siege Rhinos and Tassigers still live.
Yeah.
But it'll feel really. What I really want to see happen is someone languishes and then they have a 0-1 Siege Rhino and a 0-1 Tassiger and they put just electrolyzes.
That would be that would be horrible.
The field beds are hilarious.
That would be horrible. What do we think about this card in Modern?
Which one? It has to not die. The biggest challenge is it has to not die when it's a human. I see it being a decent enough budget replacement for Liliana the Veil.
That's my take on it. Is like people don't want to be spending $100.
But like it's also like not even a replacement. So the reason why Liliana the Veil is good is not because it's +1 each player discards a card. It's because its -2 ability makes them sack a creature. The discard is only relevant in control mirrors, and you can just play another discard spell like during that. Like oftentimes it's good because it is an edict that can happen twice. There are exceptions to that, like in control mirrors.
I disagree.
But here's the problem. At any time where you want to be making your opponent discard with Liliana, this one will not work because it will die before it flips.
I don't agree with the Liliana's only good because of her.
Well, no, what I'm saying, any time that you would be able to you would be attempting to use this as a replacement to the Liliana is only good because of the sack outlet ability. Because if you're playing a deck that you want to force them to discard, it likely means they're a control deck or a deck with interaction, with a few exceptions like Ad Nauseam and stuff like that, but like those are a lot more corner case decks. So like, for the main ones where you want them discarded is control decks, and that will be bolted as a 2/2 when it is still a creature before it ever gets a chance to play.
It's a 2/3.
Or 2/3.
Yeah.
The point is because it died. Like this, I'm aware this is Modern and this is like beat into the over the head way too much. Because it dies to bolt, means that it will very rarely ever get to flip and do +2 when it is relevant.
What about Collected Company?
What do you mean?
What about in a Collected Company deck?
So then it comes down to, is it better than running something else in Collected Company? Like if you're running Collected Company already, why not just run Sin Collector instead?
There's Connor. Get out of here with your deuce talk. We're talking Magic Origins.
I'm gonna air out the places, you know.
Alright.
That's fine.
Thoughtful guy.
But yeah, like, I think at that point where it comes down to, like, if you're trying to get her for the discard, you may as well just play Sin Collector. Because Sin Collector is guaranteed. And you get to pick what you get rid of. Like, I definitely think Lily... Oh, so what does chat say?
Just, that's it.
Oh, hide that yawn. Yeah, like, it could be in Collecting Company, but I see, like, any time where you would want to be in Collecting Company, I see Sin Collector being better.
There's, I don't know. I don't know. I sincerely don't know. What do we think, chat?
Like, its minus X ability can be relevant, I guess, but you also play Eternal Witnesses and other stuff, so it makes it a little bit less relevant than you would think. And I think a lot of the problem is because it enters as a body and there's no way to flip it, you have a problem.
Yeah.
I think if any Planeswalker will see play, it will be Jace. And that's because as a looter that flips, it can be relevant as a singleton in controlled X. And even then, I doubt that will actually happen. It's just one of those things where, like, it is a relevant card to fuel Delve and to be able to flip because its flipping does stuff. And it's more likely to be able to flip the turn you activate it.
What do we think of this card? Oops, my fault.
That did not.
All right. Well,
Do Spoiler of so I love the flavored Spoiler of Souls. I think it can possibly have a place in Standard. I don't know that it will ever have a place in Modern because we have Gravecrawler and
Bloodghast.
Bloodghast. So the decks that are playing cards that want stuff from their graveyard recurring are not playing enough filter creatures that this will be able to consistently come back. I think it's a cool card and I like it. I don't think it has a home in Modern. I think from this set, the main cards that will have a home
What if
in
it said
Modern...
A graveyard?
What? If it said a graveyard, it would be much better. Because
Yeah.
then it is like graveyard hate when it's in your graveyard. That would be insane.
What do we think of this card?
Are you just pulling up random shit at this point?
No.
I believe you just pulled up a 5 CMC removal spell.
No, I didn't.
Which one are you trying to pull up?
Oops, my fault, guys. My fault, everyone. Dark Petition. Legacy. Talk to me.
If you search your library for a card and put that into your hand, then shuffle your library. If there are 2 or more Mr. Sorcery cards in your graveyard edge. This is going to sound kind of dumb, especially if we're talking about Legacy. Why wouldn't you just play one of the better tutors? Like, I guess the thing is, like, when you're playing tutoring decks, Modern already has Gifts Ungiven as its premier tutor for what you're trying to do for broken stuff. And Legacy has actual tutors.
No, but... Yeah, you're good.
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea, actually.
I think another card that will possibly see play is the Thalia Pegasus.
Okay.
And the reason why is because Hatebeards is getting a good uptick with the fact that everyone's playing 3 mana stuff again. So the non-legendary Thalia is relevant because it really messes with CMC costs. I guess if we're playing the fun one, what do you think about in Modern game? Let me see. What was the one? The Angel of Tiths is the one that I'm wondering.
Archangel of Teeths?
Yeah, that's the one that
Love
I'm wondering
that
if it
card.
will actually see any play.
That's one of my favorite cards in the set. I don't think it's going to be playing Modern, but I think it's a sweet Standard card. I'm excited to build a deck around it.
Where is it? So, that card. The one that has caused the most accidental drama.
There it is.
Let's see. Archangel of... What does this card read again? When it's untapped, creatures can't attack you or planeswalker. Whoa, shit. I hate this thing. That is on the wrong side. So yeah, like this isn't... I do kind of agree this is a little bit too late to stop. What the heck? Okay. Thank you for that.
What the frick?
That's a front-facing camera, right?
Yeah. Strip cam.
Yeah, I'm kind of also curious, like, what decks can Dazed Undoing go in besides Affinity?
Burn.
Besides the deck that I really want to play, so there was discussion in chat earlier if it is good in Burn. You're the burn player. I'm gonna let you talk about it.
It's not. It's not. It's 3 mana. But, I mean, it's 3 mana for like 14, 15 damage, which is fine, but also, I just want to because I don't know. I don't think it's good in burn, but I think it's definitely.
But you think
You
people
can
will
test it.
in
You
burn?
can test it in burn.
Okay.
But no.
Because chat was arguing as if it's good in burn.
What do we want next, guys?
We put black white tokens on.
Okay.
He already knows. I talked to him. Were there any relevant lands reprinted? Actually, they're going to be setting up soon. Yeah, that's out there. That is not relevant. What is that? I didn't actually read this one. Put a storage counter at X to your mana pool. That is terrible. They made a colorless storage. Okay, I guess that's a thing they can do. I guess you tap instead of paying 1, but that's still bad. Oh yeah, so Quaz does have a point. You can play Days Undoing with Quicken. I just don't know if it's good enough to do that. It's just a question of like, if you're doing that, what are you going to combo it with? I'm kind of curious because I haven't actually flipped entirely through this set. I know through like other Magic things, some people are like, oh, you can play Bonded Construct as budget in Affinity, which yes is true, but no, it's not good. Just like the budget Master of Ethereum, just pump stuff. They actually released, I'm actually kind of excited because I think there's a good possibility of having a standard Affinity deck right now. What is the base Lanta? What is the collected company card? Oh, the white card. Yeah. Containment Priest not on a body. I think it's a good card, but I don't know why you would ever want to play. Okay, let me read this really quick. What is it called? I know it's a rare. I know it's 1 in a white. I know it's somewhere around here, unless I passed it. I apparently passed it. What is said card called? What is it? Oh, Hallowed Moonlight. There we go. So, Hallowed Moonlight, the reason why I don't necessarily think it's good is because Draft Digger's Cage thing. What happened?
Nick's brew is 2-0 right now.
What is he playing?
Hate Bears, but it's called Great Bears. And he didn't tell you what it was.
Yeah.
It's 2-0 right now.
So if he wins again, we'll put him on. We're putting tokens on.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I definitely think Hallowed Moonlight could be a good card.
Against
but,
Legend Company?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a question
And
of like,
also against like Court of Calling. And
well, like it's the same thing as Draft Digger's Cage, like except for against tokens. And the fact that you can exile the card, so it's relevant against the Griselbrand combo. But like, it's just like I don't know. I definitely think it can be a good card, and it definitely does have its merits because like it does exile it, and it can draw a card, so it cycles itself. I'm just not. I'm not 100% certain that it would be better than Graft Digger's Cage, because Graft Digger's Cage comes down a turn sooner, and then you don't have to be holding up 1 in a white. Because being forced to hold up mana is kind of hard. Is like challenging, because that means you can't be casting your own spells. It also stops Aether Vial. I know that's one that's not very mentioned, but yeah, it does stall Twin for a turn. But it kind of comes down to the point that it's like, if you're bringing Hallowed Moonlight in against Twin, like, is that really all that good stalling them in turn?
It's terrible.
Like, you'd rather just have Path to Exile to kill their creatures
that is
than
absolutely
delaying
terrible.
a turn.
You should never do that.
I do like the reprints of Basic Mountain.
Oh God! Nobody's really talking about it.
Yeah, gotta have mountains. I'm not a huge fan of the reprint of Island, but that happens.
No, they always
I think
do
they printed too many islands in the history of Magic.
Yeah.
Actually, I do think Island is the most printed basic land due to promos. I think there are more promo islands than any other.
And isn't there a rare island?
Yeah,
There's an island that was printed at rare.
No, it wasn't printed at rare. It was a promo. It just has the rare symbol on it due to the way they were doing promos at that point. Because the promos like had the rare symbol on it because it was dumb. Are they going to be starting soon then? I guess we're still waiting for the round to end.
Yeah, we're still waiting. There's like Mardu mid-range going on right now.
What is his record?
That
was Jamie.
He's playing against Tron, and he just got Cyclonic Rifted.
That's hilarious. What was it? Wasn't that Jamie?
God, I miss.
Or no?
Fucking miss Cyclonic Rift.
Jamie is Mardu mid-range, so let's check. Cyclonic Rift is a fun card. I definitely think it's underplayed in blue Tron decks. Jamie Armstrong. Oh, he won his first game. That's cool.
I mean, remember we were watching that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Has he been working on it?
That was when I called it Team Italia, and people yelled at me, and then I called it Dega mid-range, and people yelled at me again. Arabian Nights Mountain was a rare.
What's your favorite basic land?
Probably starter 1997 promo swamp.
Show me.
God damn it. Alrighty. This is going to be hard to actually find the correct one. Swamp. Is this in chronological order? Kind of. I need to find starter promo. I hate how they have this sorted in here. Son of a bitch. 1996? Are they really not going to have it on here? Introductory set, 2-player set, Tempest, Judge Gift Program, Unglued. Oh, the Asia Pacific ones also look pretty sweet, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Are they going to show it? No. Okay. I have no... Oh, it's the Arena promo. That's why. Help me find Arena promo. There we go. This is my favorite swamp. This is my favorite basic.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I've told you this before. This is my favorite basic. Because that is sweet.
That is an... I completely
Problem
agree
is,
with you.
they're like $4 or $5, so it's really
Yeah.
hard to get enough in a deck that plays black, and nobody has them in good condition. Like, all the stores that are selling them are all like moderately played or worse because it's an excellent card and everyone like hoards them if they're in good condition.
That is a beautiful, beautiful land.
Also, apparently, just because I kind of run these intentionally just to take off one of my friends. It's the island from Return to Ravnica is one of my favorite recent ones. Let's see if I can pull this up since we have a little bit of time to kill. Return to Ravnica is here. I really like this island, and my friend hates it, so I started intentionally playing it in any deck I would let him.
Here, let me show you my favorite forest of recent years. Also from Return to Ravnica. There it is. That's not it, actually. No, it is. That's it. Yeah, I love this art. John Avon. Yeah, right, Carrie? Just, I want to show him one of my favorite cards of all time. He's like, oh, I gotta poop.
I'm pretty sure it was okay that I had to take a piss. Oh yeah, that's a decent one. I actually like one of the other arts from Return to Ravnica better though.
I love this one.
This is definitely a good art. I actually like almost all of Return to Ravnica's arts. But which one is it? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. This is the one.
That's
I like
a good
this
one.
Art. I like this art better.
It looks like from Return of the King.
Yeah.
The city of
Oh, also, frick, I don't know what it's called. If anyone knows the name of this, type it into chat so I can know. There is a swamp. It was only printed in Europe. That is a promo foil swamp. On the left side of the swamp symbol, it has the Rakdos symbol, and on the right side, it is Cult of Rakdos.
What's the green black tokens player's name?
Green white tokens player? Oh, that's a good question. Will Kruger. Who's saying full art lands? I don't think.
Nice, he's playing Nick. He's playing the Brew.
Oh, sweet. So we get to see both entertaining decks. So we're going to get to see Nick versus Will. Will is on tokens like you guys want to see, and Nick is on his Brew of Great Bears, which we have no idea what that is. We have no idea what it entails, but it should be entertaining. And looks like they're setting up, so I will flip it there, and that looks like Will on the left. Oh, that camera got crooked. That needs to be... I will tell Matt when he goes back to the camera, it needs to be rotated counterclockwise. Let's set this up, do a little bit of correcting. So this should be a very entertaining game, at least then. The camera needs to be rotated counterclockwise about 12 degrees.
What?
Like one clock notch. Great Bears Brew versus tokens like you guys wanted. And this is Will. How do we spell his last name? K-R-U-E-G-E-R. Like probably Freddy Krueger. I'm going to hope so.
Yeah.
No, that made it worse. You tilted it the wrong way. I said counterclockwise.
No, but that is counterclockwise.
Oh.
So it's...
The screen needs
That
to be
looks fine.
counterclockwise. No, that's...
Okay.
Okay, just fix it. Whatever, I said wrong. I'm sorry.
Left.
He is on tokens. And let's fix the record. That's better. And these are both undefeated, so we have two 2-0 decks going into this. So this should be fun. And the clock just started, so I'm going to do that this time. Thankfully, you guys didn't notice last round that we didn't start the clock.
How's that?
Perfect.
Thank you, good sir.
And by perfect, I mean passable.
Okay. Am I perfect? I mean, I have to be a dick about it.
Well, yeah, what else am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
Alrighty. I gotta make it round 3 also. And we will have another raffle through this round and another raffle after the final round. Let's see what's going on here. And pardon me while I drink some caffeine. Also, Will is starting at 5 because fuck. Ooh. So this is a turn 2 bird that does something? Turn 2 counter bird. Cannot remember that thing's name. I just call it counter bird because it basically force spikes instants and sorceries. So Nick looks like a Hate Bears-esque brew that I don't know what it does to make it different. But knowing Nick, it will definitely be doing something strange.
Thoughtseize.
So that is a Kitchen Finks, a Knight of the Reliquary, it looks like, a sword, and a path. He has to take the sword here. That sucks, but he has to take the sword. Because he actually has no way to deal with the sword in his deck.
Judge is familiar, by the way.
Judge is familiar, okay.
Oh, they said it in chat also. Yeah.
He should be at 17. Yeah, he took the sword. That was his only actual option there. Alrighty. And...
We
yeah.
switch.
Oh, fuck, I'm doing this now.
No. I want to switch. We're so used to it this way.
That means you have to take over keyboard.
That's fine. Did he attack for 1?
Yes. So Will's at 16. And that's Pathing that, which definitely is a must.
Pathing the
Reliquary.
Yeah.
I do like main deck swords and Hate Bears right now.
I like main deck swords in anything.
I don't like main deck sword and Escape Shift.
Honest Occurred Tri-Builder? Think again.
Get there. I wonder how many swords he's playing. Honor of the Pure. That's pretty good. So did he just play tap land and then Honors of the Pure? What did he do there?
What is this? Yeah.
But that wasn't the land he played.
No, he played an isolated chapel.
But it would have come in untapped. Oh, he I don't know what that last land did. I have no idea why he tapped 3 for Honors of the Pure. I think he thinks Judge's Familiar is Thalia. Because he definitely just played a basic Plains. I'm just going to say, for anyone who's complaining about anything in Will's deck, you wanted us to put tokens on.
Kitchen Finks.
Gains 2. That's a
22.
fun thing to path. Oh, he fetched again. Did you get Will's fetch on?
Yes. He's at 14.
So Zealous Persecution just kills the bird? So is he going to path the Kitchen Finks now? I guess. Taking 2, going to 12, and he's going to path the Kitchen Finks. Probably when Nick has a turn to attack. Did you put... Will needs to go to 12. Because he is shocking himself. He is taking a lot. That is one bad thing about playing tokens, is you do a lot of damage to yourself.
Especially when you're not even making tokens.
Yeah.
You can path it.
Mana Tithe, Mana Tithe, Mana Tithe. Or Tith, whatever. That would be hilarious right there.
A Hushwing Griffin hand for Nick.
Ooh. Yeah, Hushwing Griff is really good right now. Collecting Company.
Yeah.
And Elves.
Yeah.
And Splinter Twin. They're complaining about the amount of lands, the amount of degrees a land is tapped.
I couldn't be more frustrated with that kind of stuff. So he's just gonna play another one.
Do you mean you want them to tap a full 90 degrees, or? I
want them to tap it so far that it becomes untapped the other way around.
Okay, so you want them just to spin their lands every time they produce mana. Yes. That seems legit.
Next to 24, play another Kitchen Finks.
Is it getting
another
2 Honor of the Pures? No tokens yet, though.
Man, this tokens deck is riveting so far.
That seems like a very interesting choice. Is it getting Murder's Cut? Yep, Murder's Cut. Is he going to Zealous Persecution? He can use Zealous Persecution, too.
Nick's going to 26.
Yay, life. Kitchen Finks number 2.
Horizon Canopy in hand for Nick is what I can see. Hushwing.
And a path.
Riff. Path to Exile, yes.
Path, not so good against tokens.
Just going to cycle this Horizon Canopy. Draw a card.
Oh, no, I cannot pronounce a single word white. As example by Grissix.
Grissix and white, actually. You just said right. I mean,
no, that's...
Oh, no. Oh, I messed up. I'm sorry.
That was intentional, this is troll chat, though.
Yeah.
But no.
Okay, Intangible Virtue.
So we are still waiting on these tokens.
Hushwing Griff. Just flashing it in for the value.
Ooh, that's bad. Zealous Persecution is going to kill them both. Sword. Sword of Fire, nice. Sword. Sword's pretty good there. If it can stick on a creature.
Yeah, but they're just going to die.
Who cares? Sword.
There's an Aven Mind Sensor. Yeah.
If that sword ever sticks on a creature, though, that's super good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just over, basically, at that point. Especially when he's not making any tokens.
Yeah.
But his tokens are going to be 4/4s when they come in.
Yeah.
So, pretty good.
Whee!
In response, Zealous Persecution.
In response, kill your stuff.
Upside Down Graveyard is a strong choice for Nick. Alright, let's see what he got.
I hope it's Raise the Alarm or something stupid right now.
Voice of Resurgence, the draw for Nick.
Voice of Resurgence sounds pretty good, although I think I like Aven Mind. You know, he can do Voice and then Flash and Aven Mind Sensor.
Plays a Voice, and does he just equip?
I wonder if Nick is like just intentionally trying to troll chat right now. What is...
Flash and Aven Mind Sensor.
I really like how the tokens deck doesn't have tokens. Like, that definitely does happen, but
Is that another Kitchen Finks?
probably. That is a land in Will's hand.
Yeah, so...
This is very heavily in Nick's favor.
I'm going for this. I am equipping this sword.
Yeah. You don't even care, because it's like, what's the worst that can happen? That is...
5-7.
Yep. Plus 2 at him from the sword trigger.
Yeah. So he's going to go to 3. Wow.
That's going to hurt. And he draws a card. Birds of Paradise. So, Swords and Hate Bears does stuff. What did he just cast? Oh, Spectral Procession. So now he has huge blockers.
Wow.
Those are 4/4s. Suddenly, Will is still alive.
Vigilant 4/4s.
Yes. He does have a path, though.
I don't know. Will's at 4. It's not like he's at 1.
Yes. But does Nick have another removal spell in hand?
No, he got a Kitchen Finks. What's happening?
What did he just do?
Wait. What?
Oh, it got path, so he's searching for a basic.
Oh, and he... Oh, that sucks. The even mindset.
Yeah, that's why you run even mind sensor. I'm surprised he doesn't need to ghost quarter him right now, but yeah. He was looking at the top 4. Oh, now he's gonna ghost quarter for the fun of it too. Any basic? Any basic? Any basic? That would have been a good stream of cards to draw.
Yeah, was that a Hero of the Blade?
That was a Hero of the Blade Hold. A token. That was a token maker. A Hero of the Blade Hold. That's rough. But that is why Aven's Mind Sensor is a fun card.
Oh, I want to play this deck so badly.
Hate Bears is a fun deck.
Yeah.
It looks like he's playing like green white Death and Taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a very fun deck to mess with people on.
Nick does have 2 lands in hand and a Kitchen Finks, it looks like.
Yeah.
No, that's not 2 lands.
So that even Mind Sensor's a 4/3.
What is that? Oh.
That is a will lead.
Okay.
Which does not, unfortunately, make even Mind Sensor big enough to not die when it's blocked. It does mean he has to block that and trade with a token. So that means he's losing both his tokens, killing both the creatures, but he's getting an elemental token.
And he's taking
1.
1.
So Will's at 3. So he needs tokens or dead. He drew another land.
And that's game.
Yep. Oh no, he drew an Inquisition of Kozilek. It does not look like Nick... We did not see an Aether Vial from Nick. That does not necessarily mean Nick is not playing an Aether Vial.
Man, that was
Although,
sweet.
thinking about it, I don't
That
know
was
that
pretty
Nick
sweet.
owns Aether Vial.
I am super
Oh,
into
wait,
that.
no. Are those... No, those are Chalice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. It's not good in this, but...
No. You don't want Chalice.
What is he looking at? Quasali Bride Mage is good.
Yeah, very good.
Spellskite,
No.
Thalia, definitely good.
yeah.
Thalia Rex. Speaking of that, Pegasus, that's also very good against tokens. If Nick had that, that would be fantastic against these guys. Although it's not a flash, is it? Oh, no. No!
You son of a bitch!
I got this. Left forward. I got it. Son of a bitch.
There's Thalia. There's a look at Thalia for you guys. Excellent, excellent card. Path was even Mind Sensor. That was freaking swag. That was awesome. I mean, you had to do a lot of work to get that, but also the Ghost Quarter was really great. I mean, that was a complete clinic that his deck just put on. We'll see what happens when he is inevitably shown some resistance from Will. I mean, Will didn't really do much that game. He made 3 4/4s, but it was definitely too late. Obviously too late for that to happen.
Mark told me to tell you that camera got hashtag 10-inched.
Oh, no!
Is it fixed? No. Enough.
Yeah.
Whatever. I agree with shit.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go fix it.
I thought the game was gonna be starting soon. I could have gone out and fixed it a little bit better. What do you mean the concept of the two men? Usakumo, can you clarify what you're asking? Oh, Thalia went up a little bit in price. Good for Thalia.
And the verdict?
Fine.
Fine.
Like you.
Thanks.
As an average.
Oh, okay.
Passable.
So yeah, I was just talking about, like, that was a clinic that Nick's deck just put on, but we'll see how it stands to the inevitable resistance that will have this game. Like, I'm assuming this will be a real game.
Yeah, when tokens tends to be better when it draws its token makers.
No, yeah, I was just making the obvious point of
But granted, like,
his deck was doing what it was supposed to do because Will's deck wasn't.
so the other problem is, though, like, even if Will was drawing tokens there, they wouldn't have matched up to Nick's creatures. The reason why they're matching up is because he was drawing the pumps instead of the tokens. So, like, I think Will would have been in a bad position even if he was doing the tokens, because, like, with what else? He
Will was
drew
flooding.
Yeah, but so was Nick.
Nick was not flooding. Nick
had
drew
7
gas,
lands.
gas, gas.
Yeah, and Will drew mostly removal. But, like, Nick had 7 lands.
No, but I'm saying, okay, so Will play. He has his 2 Honor of the Pures out, and then makes a token maker that turn. You're saying that he's not
Well,
really in control.
I guess the thing is, like, if both decks run optimally, it shouldn't, like, it's kind of an even matchup. I don't think Will's deck is favored in this matchup.
Really?
Yes, Will's deck is not. I don't think Will's deck is favored.
Well, maybe with the main deck swords.
Well, like, not only the swords, though, it's the fact that, like, his stuff, like, Nick's stuff is big for the cost you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, comes back in multiple. So, like, the main thing about tokens is you're paying, like, you're playing one card to get multiple bodies. And Nick is playing one card that gets multiple bodies, too. So when tokens wins, it wins through attrition. But Nick's deck also wins through attrition. So, like, he's not going to be necessarily easily able to out attrition Nick, especially with the addition of swords to Nick's deck to gain him more attrition, to gain him better attrition against Will's deck.
I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree that Will is not favored. Like, I think Will is not heavily favored, but I think he's favored.
I don't think he's favored. Another reason why is because, like, Quasali, like, the stuff that Nick gets out of his sideboard is significantly better than what Will gets out of his sideboard.
Do we know their sideboards?
I saw kind of what Nick brought in, and I know token sideboard.
Okay.
Also, if Nick
is good in this match.
Also, if Nick is playing Phyrexian Crusader, no, Mirrodin Crusader, Will just loses.
Mirror Crusader? Oh. That's pretty dope.
It's really hard for Will to kill it. Like, it doesn't have total protection because it's green-black. But yeah, but, like, that's not as common, though. Because, like, even the first strike is very relevant against, like, the token stack.
Okay, so a turn 1 Thoughtseize from Will. Gonna go down to 18 life, and there's a Dramoka's Command, a Kitchen Finks, a Noble Hierarch, and a Quasali Pride.
Yeah, you had to take the Kitchen Finks there. Actually, chat, Quad's kind of asked a relevant question. If Will has Bitter Blossom, he might be more favored.
But I thought that was an obvious include.
No. A lot of tokens don't run Bitter Blossom.
That's crazy to me.
Yes and no. Because it's a slow engine, it's not always included in the 75.
Yeah, but you were just saying that tokens is an attrition-based deck.
It's different because because it deals you damage, it screws up attrition. Like, tokens, Bitter Blossom is not an auto.
Yeah, but you're already doing so much damage to yourself.
I guess one of the for whatever it means, Melissa Del Toro did not want to include it in her deck.
I just don't understand why you wouldn't. It's just so
it's
powerful.
just one of those things where it's a contested point in tokens because some people think it's not necessary, some people think it is. I think
it is.
between like Craig
What do you
Wesco and Melissa Del Toro, I didn't like it, but I was running a different version.
Okay.
I was running the creature-based version. So I was running Phyrexian Crusader. I was running Mirror Crusader in the main. I was running Hero of Bladehold, and so I was running a little bit more creature-based than some of the other tokens are doing.
So relevant right now, Nick has Quasali Pride Mage out and Dramoka's Command in hand. 2 relevant, powerful enchantment removal spells. So it's going to be hard for Will to kind of.
Also Quasali Pride Mage swings for 4.
Yes, it does.
But it will get chump blocked a lot.
There's a Will Leaf Liege, and now it's swinging for 5.
I believe 6, because it's green and white. So it's a 4/4 and then gets double exalted. It's +1 green creature, +1 white creature, and then it gets exalted twice. So Will is at 12. That's how it works. It says green creature you control get +1/+1, white creature you control get +1/+1.
Okay.
Mr. Keyboard.
So he just took 6.
Yes. Oh, also, that's something else they just mentioned. Bitter Blossom does not produce white tokens.
Yeah, but still it's so powerful that I don't care. I legitimately don't care about that. Even Mind Sensor showed its worth last
Yeah,
game.
it's good. Will is going to be in chump mode, so he has to be able to put into enough damage that he can chump and it won't matter. Yeah, double chump. Because that's also what's kind of going on right now is another reason why Hate Bearers is not as bad as against tokens as you would think, because they're playing multiple creatures. So it's not like you're trying to win off the back of a single Tarmogoyf where every spell I'm casting means I get 1 chump blocker, 1 attacker. So like it's a lot harder for Will to go positive with his cards when he has to keep chump blocking. Oh, he's debating on flashing the Mind Sensor here or casting Dramoka's Command.
Yeah, but it's also hard to evaluate this game because, first of all, Will hasn't drawn any of his token
I'm also saying
pumps, and he's also has 2 lands in hand.
Yeah.
And is drawing an Inquisition that...
I don't know Nick's full deck, but I played tokens before and I did not like my Death and Taxes matchup. My Hate Bears matchup was okay, but I didn't like my Death and Taxes matchup.
Well, you definitely played the deck, so I trust
Yeah.
you, but I still don't think that this matchup is totally... I think Will should be winning this matchup if his deck is operating at a reasonable pace.
Oh, well, I guess we'll wind up seeing. What is that?
Fracturing Gust.
And he scooped.
All right.
Fracturing Gust is an interesting card to bring in.
We'll be able to find a new match. Hopefully.
Yeah, we are going to be throwing something else on. So I'm going to flip it back to me really quick. We probably did not count the point of damage from the fetch, honestly. I think we were arguing about the chances of it more so than paying attention to it, so I apologize for that. But that game was not... The fetch in that game was not relevant with what was on the field, because that was like straight lethal there. Why is the raffle still open? Thank you forever who did that, because it's not supposed to still be open. Alright, so yeah, that... I don't quite know what made Nick's deck the Great Bears, but it did work pretty well there. Green-White Death and Taxes / Hate Bears is a pretty good deck right now. Death and Taxes has been really performing well in a lot of tournaments because so many decks need to keep doing fetches. They need to keep their resources high for everything they're doing. The next giveaway will be at the end of matches for this round. So we are going to do one more video. We're going to do one more match, and then we are going to probably do the raffle unless the next match is quick. We're looking to see what's the next one's going to be. We're not raffling this off yet, but this will. I'm not facing the camera. This will be the next raffle. It is a Chinese or Korean Prismatic Omen. I have no idea which language this actually is, but it is a Prismatic Omen, cease play, and some versions of Scape Shift because it makes all your lands mountain. It is a fun card. Everett 1 2 3 4. I think if your deck wants Goblin Pile Drivers, you definitely play all 4. It is a question of does your deck want Goblin Pile Drivers, but if it does, it wants all 4.
Yeah, it does. You got burn against something.
We have burn, guys. So cheer or post your complaints now.
Is the most recent one right here?
I have no clue. How many points do they have? 6, yes.
All right. So we got Joe Chaney on the right.
We have one of each different language. We have Japanese surgical extraction.
Wait, did you
This
already-
is
did you
Chinese.
just wrap
I
it up?
showed it. No, I showed it.
Okay.
And then this is Korean. I'm fairly certain our third raffle is in Korean. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. Oh, that's Joe's last name. And do you know what game in their series this is?
3.
Okay. Are they both 2-0?
I have no idea what he's playing.
I don't actually know who that is. He must have come in late. So, left side is a mystery.
We'll figure it out.
Let me see this really quick.
Guesses? Anybody in the chat? Guesses?
We have no idea what this guy is playing, so...
Should we raffle this off with a guess? Like whoever guesses
What?
right
Nah.
gets this.
The next raffle card is a Chinese Prismatic Omen. And we have no... what is that? That is... Black-White Death and Taxes. Or Black-White Midrange? Black-White Tokens? Is that the event deck? What is...
What's that?
I have no idea what card that is.
Chat?
This is post-board. We have no idea what's going on. We are sorry. This might be another tokens deck. Burnt and Sort.
Grim Lavamancer. So he shocked himself.
Is that Forge Tender?
I'm pretty sure. Tidal Scholar.
I have no idea what's going on here.
So we have a Skullcrack, we have a Boros Charm, a Rending Volley. So he obviously has... No,
But Rending Volley hits
it's
white
white. It's
also.
white. Yeah, and he's just going to take that. Oh, yeah. Just
And
gonna
then
fetch. He's going to go
we need to fix Matt's life total also.
Yeah. Joe's going to go to what, 19?
19.
Or did he shock?
Oh, yeah, he did. No, he looks like he's coming into play untapped. I mean, coming into play tapped. Left player life is above right player life.
My fault.
I don't know why that's set up that way.
Alright.
I have no idea what's going on here. Fix their match record.
Yeah,
It's
that's
at the
what I'm
top. It's at the top. It's match record 2. And I wish I knew what Matt was playing, because then we could tell you who was favored in this match. He won one of the games, though, so that means he must have something relevant in his sideboard.
So, Joe Chaney has a Destructive Revelry in hand.
Is that Carsey? Is that the priest that when it deals damage, you destroy target when it's dealt damage, you destroy target permanent? High Priest of Penis?
There's a Zealous Persecution.
Ooh, there's a Destructive Revelry that
Yeah.
looks like in his hand.
And Joe's gonna go to 18. Or Matt's gonna go to 18.
So now let's
And
cards
then
to the
he's gonna
graveyard.
go to 16. Because he's gonna activate the Grim Lava Man.
Yep, Lavamancer, your face.
Should I want to run Lavamancer and Delver? One of?
Are you running Tastiger?
No.
I think it's fine then.
Alright.
I like it. It gives you something to do with your graveyard, because you are putting a lot of stuff in your graveyard.
Mm-hmm. I am. Eidolon. So there's gonna be a lot of life total changing now. don't know what anything is.
I have no idea what's going on with Matthew. It definitely is High Priest of Penis. So, what is the card? What is the rightmost card in his hand? Is that Orzhov Guildmage? What card is that?
That's an enchantment creature.
Oh, it's the one. What does that do again? When it enters the battlefield, you gain a life, and you can pay black and white to deal damage to them. So Matthew net losses 1 there.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
That's Underworld Coinsmith.
Okay, so he's at what?
So he's at 15. Because I have no idea what that card is.
I'm going.
Hey chat, fun game. What card is that?
I'm figuring it out.
Oh, it's a Night Sky Mimic. He said. Hold on. That is an Underworld Coinsmith, and I have no idea what Night Sky Mimic is. So we're gonna pull this up in the play area plus card. That is a Night Sky Mimic. When you play this spell as both white and black, it becomes a 4/4 flying. What? That is entertaining. It's not tokens. We don't know what it's called.
Night Sky Mimic.
Yep, we just pulled it up.
White or whenever player plays a spell that's either white and black, you get a 4/4. It becomes a 4/4 and gains flying until end of turn.
And it looks like they both died from Pet Exile and Rending Valley. And swing for 2. So I'm going to put it back here. He lost 2 from that on trigger and 2 from that attack, so he should be at 11.
Black white?
It's black, white, and I don't know what else it is. It does look like a modern enchantment-y thing, but it's weird. I don't know what's going on there. We'll see what happens. Oh, Joe also did 4 damage to himself off the Eidolon, so he should be at 15. Because he did Rending Volley and then Path. Is that a Lingering Souls in his hand? No, that's High Priest of Penis. And is that Relentless Apparition? Restless Apparition? Ah, it is. I think. Wait, no. Is that card?
Persist?
Yeah, the Persist Spirit. Yeah, that's the Persisting Spirit from Modern Masters. The premier uncommon. And I'm pretty sure it's Restless Apparition or something like that. I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. But I'm kind of entertained. So
Lightning Bolt, trigger, Joe's going to lose 2, and this is going to his face, so he's going to go to 6.
6 at 13. So we actually have the life totals correct up until that bolt.
Boros Charm you, trigger, he's going to go to
So that's 7, so he goes to 2.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see if he has one more burn spell.
Joe's gonna
Nope.
be at 12.
Okay. Joe will be
No,
at
that's the end of
11.
turn. And it's going to be hard to believe that he doesn't have something here.
Yeah. If he has a burn spell, he wins. Boros Charm, Skullcrack, he loses.
That's... Oh, do we have the life totals wrong? Oh, yeah.
No, that was game. He was at 2.
Game.
He actually flashed a life pad.
Let's go see
Here.
if we got another one.
You stay here. I'll pull.
All right.
Go rotation pulls. Plus, I want to get up and walk a little.
All right, so didn't totally seem like a great matchup for Matt. I don't know how that got to game 3, but I think there was a little bit of life gain in that deck. So weird black-white spirits almost. So that was pretty cool. Did not see that coming at all. Hey, Nazorth. But love burn, by the way. Absolutely love it. We're gonna get another, hopefully get another match on because, I mean, as much as I love talking to Eric and you guys, I really like to watch Magic and commentate on Magic. So hopefully we can get another game going and not have to wait 45 minutes until the next. So
There won't be any more matches this round.
how much time is left?
That clock is accurate. The clock on there is accurate. So switch to the player.
17 minutes.
Yeah.
Can we get like a deck tech or something?
What do you want a deck tech of?
Nick, is Nick done? Yeah, Nick was this round,
Yeah,
right?
let's have Nick. Let's see if Nick wants a deck tech.
All right.
We can figure out why it's called the Great Bear.
Make it really quick though. So we're gonna hopefully get a deck tech with the Hate Bears that we had earlier this round. See ya, Thumbs 300. Remember to message us, okay? I don't know if you've already messaged us, but message us with your name and address. Deck tech?
Yep.
Deck tech?
Deck tech.
Deck tech?
Deck tech.
All right. So we got Nick coming on here for a deck tech. Tell us a little bit about it.
All right.
You built this tonight, right?
I mean, this is the first time I played it, but I built it a couple weeks ago and just haven't had the chance.
You can sit there, sit in camera.
I'm gonna sit in camera.
Awesome. So
Awesome.
tell us a little bit about it.
It's Hate Bears that goes a little bigger.
Mm-hmm. So with like knights and
Yeah, I got a couple swords.
the swords were so great.
This
I mean,
is still shuffled. But,
that Aven Mind Sensor path and what was the
Yeah,
Oh
Mind-
my God.
Quarter.
Mind
Ghost
Sensor
Quarter,
is
yeah.
the best hate, yeah.
Mhm.
Because you got Mind Sensor in a 4 of, you got 4 Ghost Quarters, 4 paths. Like, it makes it hard.
Is that a
for
Macias
them.
in there?
It is. I'll get there. Calm down.
I just saw some shenanigans.
Because I guess all right, where's the camera? There's the camera. Those 3. Everybody knows what those are. That's great. But along with the path, like the best card to main deck, which I'm really loving, is Dramoka's Command.
yes.
Because I don't have to fear like Twin. I can make them sack enchantments. I can make them sack Blood Moons. Like my guys get bigger and fight. Like this card does everything I want.
How many do you have made?
4.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm so into it.
It does absolutely everything I wanted to. And then yeah, because I'm playing 4, I can occasionally. I haven't done it yet tonight, but in theory, put a counter on the single Macias and then just pump the team. Because why not? He's fun. He's Macias. He does weird things.
You should pull up Macias on the side view card.
Oh yeah, maybe. He pumps everything. He's kind of funny.
I cannot reach the keyboard in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, let's see what else is interesting.
So, have you thought about running Court of Calling or anything like that?
I don't really want it. The problem is I'm trying to keep my curve fairly low, and apart from Aven Mind Sensor, like I don't actually have as many silver bullets as classic
I've
Hate
seen
Bears.
like 3 or 4 singletons in there already.
Yeah, but the singletons don't really lock down decks. Apart from, I guess,
Is Thalia a singleton?
no. There's 2 or 3 Thalia's main, and then another board.
Okay, let's
I
go.
don't
Let's go
remember how
through
I
and
ended up
see
at
your.
that.
Let's go through and pull out your singletons
All right.
really quick.
The singletons. All right, this is a journey. There's 1 Judge's Familiar, because it's hilarious.
Nice. I'm so into it.
Only 1 Hushwing Griff main. Single of each of the good swords, Light and Shadow and
Gaddock Teague.
Fire and Ice. Single Gaddock Teague. That's the other thing is like a lot of the cool bullets, like the swords
Imposing
and
Sovereign.
Jamoka's commands, aren't Court of Calling it. Yes, 1 Imposing Sovereign to also shut down Twin and Zoo and a lot of annoying decks.
This deck looks freaking awesome.
It's hilarious.
I am so into this deck.
I'm pretty happy with it so far. 1 Knight of the Reliquary. Used to be a Loxodon Smiter, but I think Knight goes a
Knight
little
is-
bigger.
Knight is great.
Oh, and I am also playing 4 Flagstones of Trocaire, so they get along very well with the Knight and with my own Ghost Quarters. I totally targeted myself in response to a Blood Moon today for 2 basics. So great. Is that all the 1-ofs?
Is that
And
a
1 Kasali Pride Mage main.
Which I think is just excellent to run
Yeah,
nowadays.
I brought another one in I think every match tonight, so it might be right
check
to
the
have
chat and
more.
See if they're saying anything.
It's madness. What madness did I tune into? SVV Gordon, hello.
Madness.
And then, what about Anafenza in your deck?
No. Like,
No.
nah. Anafenza is good. The problem is, like, since I'm not doing the combo, like, I'm not on the old pod combo, not on the collected company combo, so Anafenza would only pump my guys, like, if I'm lucky, one each, which I can just do more consistently with Mikaeus.
Is that a singleton Wilt Leaf leads, or how many Wilt Leaf?
There's 2, I think. Did I put a third in here? I think it's just 2 Wilt Leafs. But they're really nice with the 4 main deck voices and 4 main deck kitchen finks and all these white-green guys.
This deck looks
Weren't
sweet.
you just saying you were trying to keep your curve low?
I mean, generally low, but I've got enough hierarchs and stuff.
All right, that's a good transition.
Alright,
Can we talk about the board?
Sure, let's do the board.
I remember
Board's
you
more of the
pressuring
same.
Dustin
No
his
Aether
board.
Vials?
No Ether Vials. That was, Ether Vial was a late cut, but I just needed to keep my actual creature count high.
He basically running swords instead of Aether Vials.
Yes, yeah. Swords do more for me in the long run.
Yeah.
Aether Vials might be right against control. I haven't actually been up against too much control yet.
I don't think there's that much control around right now because it just got hated the hell out.
Yeah, like there's no hardcore. It's all like the Grixis Delver stuff, which
And Grixis
doesn't play
control-
enough counter spells for creatures anyway. So
Grixis
like,
control
there's
is
nothing for
even
either
more
to
of
go
like
through.
it's even more of like an aggro deck sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
totally
yeah,
is.
it's like a little bit more aggro than a standard mid range.
Yeah, I don't have to fear its counter spells, I guess, is my point. So I don't need the Ether Vials. 2 Chalice. I should probably run more. Chalice is always good. It does hurt myself when I have it on 1 or 2, unlike a lot of the other decks I like to play Chalice in. But, I mean, this is the only reason I beat Infect today. Like, Chalice on 1.
Is so. I mean, they can still become
super
immense,
helpful.
but
They want to know any
Yeah.
consideration of Steel Shaper's Gift for extra copies of the sword.
No.
Oh, what about the new fixed Stoneforge Mystic?
The Renown one?
Yeah, Renowned Mystic.
I mean, maybe. I don't
Seems
have a way to
bad.
push
I'm
it through.
down.
Yeah.
Any-
Seems bad. I was kind of
the
not
new
making
pony. Are you
Yes,
interested in
that
new-
that I definitely want to put in. The Vryn
Pegapony?
Pegasus, the Flying Hate Bear. That I definitely want to make room for. 'Cause
Extra
that sounds
Thalia.
really fun. Yeah, Super Flying Thalia. It'll get me up to a lot of 3 drops, so maybe I do want Ether Vial at that point. I don't know, but I like. the
You're
pony.
running how many birds in Noble Hierarchs though? It's like you don't really need Aether Vial if you're running into that many birds in Noble Hierarchs.
Yeah, I'm definitely 4 on Hierarchs. How many birds did I end up at? I think I'm at 2 Birds of Paradise. The pretty ones. Man,
Yeah, it's
maybe
like I don't think
maybe
you
I'm
would
just
be
at 1
running
bird.
running those if you're running Aether Vials.
Yeah, I think I'm just at 1 bird. Oops. Oh yeah, other fun tech. Dawn Charm is really fun. I didn't end up needing it, but it was my hand all game against Infect, and I felt very safe and lovely.
Prevent combat damage.
It fogs, it regenerates my team for Supreme Verdicts, and it also counters spells that target me, so I'm safe from burn and
Another
Cruel Ultimatum.
Another surprisingly fun card against burn. Against Infect, Deflecting Palm.
Yeah.
I have died
Oh,
as an
God.
Infect player by getting my 10/10 Infector Deflecting Palm,
That's so disgusting.
and it killed me.
I'm surprised they went all out with the 10 damage when you had white red up.
No,
But
I did
other
it
than
against
that-
a burn player. 'Cause-
Oh, wait, never mind. I'm surprised that you did that.
No, you have to aggro the burn player because once you get in
Yeah.
a 4/4, you're like, I don't care what you're doing.
Yeah, if you don't kill them, they're just
Oh, it was
gonna
burn?
Kill
Yeah.
your
Oh,
guys.
okay.
Like burn, you're a rage. So as soon as you can go for 10/10, you go for 10/10. So I was like, whatever. I forgot Deflecting Palm was a card until I got killed by it.
Yeah, so we got 1 Dauntless Escort. This might change to something else, but I don't know what yet. He's just a little bit of Wrath insurance, and he's green-white, so the lieges pump him a lot. 2 Fracturing Gust.
Seems like a lot. Why not just Stony Silence?
It's expensive. I really like that this hits enchantments too, because Boggles has given me problems in the past. And the life gain from this is also really nice against Affinity. Because sometimes when you Stony Silence, they can still just swing in at you, but this makes sure that that isn't possible. It's also an instant, if people didn't know, so I can play this against Splinter Twin and feel fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you're feeling fine.
Not
if you're
fine.
playing against Splinter
That's,
Twin.
I'd rather have the Dramoka's command, but
Yeah.
you do what you can. I don't know. I've liked Fracturing Gust so far. Grafdigger's Cage, fantastic against all this bullshit collected company happening, and the Gristlebrand Reanimator,
What deck are we putting
which is
on?
exciting.
I think he just called time and round, or 8 minutes
Did he?
left.
He might have.
I will check time.
Yeah, another Pride Mage, Scavenging Ooze, Spellskite. These are
Just
normal.
yeah,
Another Thalia.
stuck.
Thrun, in
nice.
case there is control. And then these are fun. So, Graveyard Hate in the form of Wheel in the Sun and Moon. I like these.
6 minutes left in round.
All right. Look at what he's at. Look what he
Yeah,
has.
I
Did you
know
see
that
that?
Wheel of Sun and Moon.
It's a good card. Everyone forgets that it exists.
I know, it's a neat card. It's kind of like a one-sided Rest in Peace. I like it, and I can use it on myself occasionally if I
exactly
need
say
to.
Doesn't that work to cast on yourself against mill to piss them off?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Enchant Player for 2 mana, so an Aura Enchant Player, and if a card would be put into that player's graveyard, enchanted player's graveyard, instead it is revealed and put on the bottom of that player's library. So they don't get any more graveyards. It means that fetches don't thin their deck. It means they can't flashback Lingering Souls or anything
It
with
means no turn 2
Snapcaster.
Taskers.
It means no turn 2 Taskers. It means no
Snapcasters. You just said
snaps,
that.
Yeah, no Gristlebrands reanimated.
And this art is incredible.
And the art's
I just
really
want to
pretty.
cast.
Yeah.
It's just always
Yeah.
funny if you can ever cast it against yourself. Cast it on yourself against someone playing
The
mill.
art is
Yeah.
It also just
incredible.
hoses Storm.
Exactly. Like,
Does
Rest
it go
in
to the
Peace.
graveyard? Does it go to the graveyard? Or is it a replacement effect?
It's a replacement. It never hits the graveyard.
So that's really good against Storm.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason Rest in Peace is usually played over this is because the white and 1 is a lot easier than the double white / double green. But this deck is both white and green, so why not? I think in this deck, Wheel is strictly better than Rest in Peace. You can argue with me because it doesn't exile right away, but I don't know. I like it. It's pretty.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's been doing well.
You also have Scoos, so
Yeah.
whatever
there's-
is in the
there's a
graveyard
Scoos
can
in there.
die.
Exactly.
You want
Also-
you want to go over your other brew that I saw you playing earlier today that was entertaining?
Sure.
I was watching him like goldfishes earlier, and it's really really funny.
that out.
What is it?
All right, let's do it. Treasure
You'll-
Cruise?
Treasure hunt.
Treasure Hunt.
Not treasure cruise. That's
Not
bad.
Treasure Cruise. I used to call the deck Treasure Cruise.
But this
before
is a
Treasure
different
Cruise was
version of treasure hunt than I've seen.
It sideboards into the one you've seen.
It sideboards into zombie infestation.
Yeah. Too many boxes. So it's a 56 land deck. So you may get flooded like sometimes, but that's okay.
It is treasure. Pull up treasure hunt really quick for
Yeah,
us, Matt.
Treasure Hunt's the big one. So basically your goal is to mulligan till you hit Treasure Hunt. Hopefully before you get to 4. If you get to a hand of 4, you may just kind of want to stop.
Nah, you can mulligan to 1 because you're like guaranteed to draw lands.
You could, but some of the lands come in tapped and stuff.
That's fair.
And a lot of the lands will still help you find it. Like the whole land base is built around getting to and resolving a treasure hunt. So you've got 4 Besiegers. I've got a lot of temples that scry. I've got the Halimar Depths that go a little deeper. Teleria West to help you find Besieju or whatever weird land you need. And then the rest is Gemstone Caverns. So you can go off a turn early. That's always fun.
Gamer Champ, sorry, we do have one more round. Yes.
Yes.
Keep going.
One more round today.
Did you do the raffle already?
No, we're gonna do it.
We should do a raffle.
Yeah.
You want to stay here for the raffle?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do a raffle.
All right.
And the
so,
other thing is all the manlands.
Do you wanna raffle this
Show
off?
them your win count really quick.
Ooh, this is the Rincon is Lightning Storm in the main, off of Besieju. So you deal a lot of damage.
Uncounterable,
Like,
go fuck yourself.
Yeah, uncounterable, like 40-something burn spell. It's kind of fun.
Seems good.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
Casual.
So what are we gonna be raffling off right now?
Oh man, this appears to be a Chinese Primal Order?
Not primal order.
Or Primal...
Not primal. It starts with a P.
It does. Primordial? No.
No. It starts with a PRI.
I know. What is it? Oh, no. Not Prismatic. No.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Prismatic.
Prismatic Order? Ritual? Omen? See, I knew it was like P.O. Is it really
Are you trying to
Prismatic
read?
Omen?
He was trying to guess what card it was.
Oh.
Alright, I guess it is called
Can't you
Prismatic
read
Omen.
Japanese?
It's Chinese.
No.
Is it Chinese? I
Apparently
thought they
it's
were all
Chinese.
Japanese. That is Chinese. I have no idea.
Oh, that is.
No, we have one Japanese, one Chinese,
Yeah,
one Korean.
alright. Prismatic Omen.
Fair enough.
Totally right.
All right, guys. So we're gonna be raffling this off right now. Start. You have to.
This is $7 value.
Oh, we should stick the stickers off those.
Yeah.
This is a mystery amount of value.
All right, guys. So we're gonna be starting this raffle right now.
Oh man. Raffle exclamation.
Raffle, raffle,
exclamation.
raffle, raffle.
Enter me. All right. No more
Everybody raffle.
Where's the last one? Can you pass me the last one, Ben?
Exclamation point raffle.
Ooh.
We need to take the sticker off that.
Okay.
Wait, you can take the sticker off.
Or
since you're
just
having
take
fun.
it out of the.
Not take the sticker off because we mailed them in the sleeves. It's better protection.
All right. I mean, you can do
Gotta keep yourself protected.
do different stuff.
Perfect fits. That'd actually be a really fun motto for card sleeves. Just be like, perfect fits. Stay protected. Or use protection.
Use protection.
Use protection.
All right, ready?
Oh, hide that one.
Pros
No one
use
sees
protection.
that. No one can see what that is.
Not until next round.
That sexy Black Lotus.
Oh, we don't know what deck we're putting on next. That's
Uh,
fine. I want to find some Trios.
Yeah, you guys just had that sweet white black one.
You gotta keep himself red. I'll see you guys later.
You leaving?
Yeah.
Why?
It's too hard of a deck for me to play.
Whose Firewalker is this?
Isn't that his?
Is it yours?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
All right, I will go try to find us someone who's undefeated.
Wait, why can't I draw somebody for the raffle?
Did you open the raffle?
Yeah, I did.
Hold on, go back down. What does it say? Was it not open?
I was not open. I'm sorry, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Everybody has to redo it.
Raffle away!
I'm so sorry. It's hot back here, and I'm losing my brain. Kevin! Come on, guys, raffle. I'm sorry that I'm making you do this again. Oh, everybody's getting in there.
Toronto's not playing today.
Oh no.
Why aren't you playing
What are you
today?
playing?
I just got off work.
Oh.
It's nice. Since I changed
It's lethal.
Nice.
Congratulations. You get a Japanese, is that what we concluded? No, Chinese. Prismatic Omen.
It's all the colors you could ever want.
Yay!
I haven't counted them.
Congratulations, it's lethal. I'm messaging you right now. Please get me back with your name and address, and I'll get this to you as soon as possible. Congratulations on your Prismatic Omen. We got one more round of Modern coming to you guys tonight, and then we're going to get out of here, and tomorrow's going to be Legacy. It's going to be really fun. What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see? Get in the chat. Yeah.
I got there though. The last one, same thing.
So we want to see Tron. We want to see Affinity. 7 colorless manaless dredge. No. Ad nauseum. Nah, I don't think we have any ad nauseum tonight. Yeah, we don't have any tendrils tonight. We do have Affinity. We've had an abundance of Affinity. You lost, didn't you? To Andrew?
It's tuned to beat affinity.
No, it's not. It's a control deck.
It's also tuned to beat affinity.
Um,
The only soul of hat. It's
Delver? Nah. I don't know if we want to see Delver, guys. I mean, honestly, it's whoever's 3-0 at this point. We just want to see some 3-0 people going at it. Burn. We already saw Burn base Atlanta, but I wouldn't mind seeing Burn again. We only saw one round of it. So Eric's out there trying to figure this out. We're going to do our last raffle. So congratulations to the people that have already won their raffles tonight. Our last raffle item is going to be a... Just joking, I'm not going to tell you. Not right now. I'm going to tease it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is brought to you by MTG Card Market. MTGCardMarket.com. Go there to buy all your singles and booster packs, all of your sealed product, everything you need to get that sweet, sweet modern sideboard that you always wanted and you never got because you don't think sideboards are important. Well, they are. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Just 2-1.
2-1, nice.
Ken on undefeated elves.
Okay.
Unless he's facing Cameron, because Cameron wants to leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he
He has his kid with him.
is he undefeated?
Yeah. Ken said he won't split the prizes unless they play, though. So.
Cameron needs to be moved again.
What?
Here, I got it. Hold on. Let me get the camera.
Give me a sec. Alright, so who won the raffle?
It's lethal. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Wait, a playset of Japanese Monster Sisters are $200? Foil. What? Hello, Yukaio87. And yes, camera did get punted. That happens a lot. We need to just suspend it from the ceiling. Because that would be so much nicer to do. We actually don't have any undefeated Delver decks right now. Because I'm pretty sure I know who all of them are, and I'm like fairly certain we didn't get a Delver to sneak through undefeated.
We're over there.
Who are you facing?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't remember the name?
Does it look better?
Yeah. Do you know who he's facing?
Our good old friend Nick, who was just in here.
Well, we got Nick back on, so now after we got the deck tech, we get to see him again.
All right, let's go to the play area.
We gotta watch. Oh, damn it.
Ah, darn.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
And we got to switch the names.
Yeah. No. Oh, I was saying. I thought we had it already. And then I was like, just tell him to move. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherwin.
I said thank you.
I wanted to say thank you as well.
Oh, not necessary.
How do you spell that?
I got this. We actually don't have any Jund.
Yes, we do.
Not on our list.
How do you spell Nick's last
I'm
name?
taking off.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Let's see that. You're not playing tonight?
No.
Alright.
I haven't played 3 rounds. I have to go study, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't have.
Medical school.
It's overrated.
Oh my god. I know. Alright, wait. Nick.
No. How do you spell his last name? Gajary. Did we spell his? No, you spelled it Garajay
Yeah.
instead of Gadgery. Okay. Wait, you get that? Don't forget to change it to round 4.
We're in round 4, last round tonight on Modern. Ken Callan is playing Elves. Elves, and then we have Great Bears on the left. All right, players drawing their 7. Looks like a Llanowar Elves, a Scavenging Ooze, an Elvish Mystic, and an Elvish Champion with 3 lands, including a Nykthos for Ken. It looks like a keep for Ken. Nick's gonna go to 6.
Out of curiosity, were you around when we had the 75 card Singleton Modern decks going on?
I don't think so.
There are a few people playing 75 card, including their sideboard, 75 card singleton
That is so
modern decks. It was really, really funny because he actually had a winning record a couple times.
Really? Well, I mean,
He was basically playing like Naya mid-range 75 card singleton. I think it was 4-color. I think it was like everything but blue or something stupid.
so Ken kept a 7, Nick's going to 6.
Nah. I don't know who I'm rooting for because Elves is fun, but
That was
it's
fun,
Nick.
but that Great Bears was so awesome.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be entertaining.
Yeah, it's a good round of, and
Oh, so Hushwing Griff against Collected Company?
yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I would not say, this is a question from Chad, I would not say 4-color Delver is viable because you will get smashed by Burn.
Oh my god, you'll get smashed by Burn.
Like your
You'll
Burn
get smashed
matchup
by
already
Affinity.
isn't great.
You'll get smashed by Zoo.
You get smashed by Blood Moon.
You'll get smashed by Elves. Yeah, good luck with that.
There's too many, I think there's too many aggro decks to go more than 3 colors. And there might even be too many aggro decks to be going 3 colors without significant life gain from Kitchen Fang.
Unless you're just like Travel
Unless you're
Zoo
Jund,
and you're the
but-
fastest out there.
Yeah. Or you're Jund because Goyf.
Yeah. Because Goyf.
Although Jund also hard loses to Burn.
So, Elvish Archdruid on turn 2 for Ken.
That's pretty good. But it only is 2 mana, so just think he played 2 Llanowar Elves. Whee!
Kitchen, well, Thalia.
Thalia's okay there.
Does Thalia cost?
2. He tapped Hierarch for 1 and a white.
Oh, and he played a Temple Garden tapped.
I would disagree. Burn does not stop Control from playing. There are plenty of control decks that can beat Burn. Like, some of them just main deck Kitchen Finks. Burn mostly just stops people from being greedy with their mana base.
Yes. It keeps
Which
it-
is
it keeps
very
the format in
relevant.
check.
Burn being tier 1 just means everyone else is super greedy.
So, Ken with another Elvish Visionary. I mean, no. Llanowar Elves, and then an Elvish Mystic.
I do appreciate the old school Llanowar Elves.
So, Ken now has 1, 2,
4.
3, 4, 2.
Thank
So
you, Blue
act-
Patrol,
so
for the follow.
2, 1, 2.
You have to reset
4,
Ken's life
5.
also.
So, Ken now has access to 7 mana. What is he at?
Right
Oh,
player
yeah.
life. Right player life. He has taken no damage. Is this being Scavenging Ooze? Scavenging Ooze is good.
Mm-hmm. I guess he just didn't really have anything in hand because he had access to a lot of mana.
I wonder what's in his hand still. Or he just wants more mana. He might be setting up a Crater Hoof turn.
He doesn't have Crater Hoof.
I thought it still played a single
No.
Crater Hoof.
No, you don't play Crater Hoof. You're just playing Azuri and killing people.
Oh, okay. I've seen some that still run a Crater
Well,
Hoof.
Legacy. Oh, that's 2 voice resurgence.
Did Nick shock himself? Yes, Nick is at 18 from shocking himself. Thank you, chat. Yeah, I thought they still played a Singleton Crater Hoof for the Court of Calling kill.
They do not.
I don't know that that's right, but sure.
In Elvish Mystic, he has amassed a lot of elves.
See, like, Court of Calling here for Crater Hoof just wins. At least all the elves are 2/2s. And then you have Scoos. I don't think he can start cranking in, though, until he gets another Lord.
It really depends on what he has in hand. There's another... there's a Hushwing Griff in hand. For
Wait, is there a new
Nick.
rule about lands behind creatures?
Yeah.
What?
No, oh wait, lands behind creatures. No.
It says, with new rule about
There's
land behind creatures and other spells, do elves players have to put everything except Crater Hoof and Zuri there with their mana piles?
I don't...
I didn't think there was a rules change on that. I think you can kind of just do whatever you want.
So, there's... So, Ken played Elvish Champion, pumping all of his guys to 3/3s. Nick's gonna take 9?
Yes. Or no, did he attack with the Heritage Druid also or not? Or did he just... use it for mana.
I think the attack with it's a safe attack. So wait, so okay.
It's not. Oh yeah, because he has Forest Walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12.
All right, so Nick's at 4.
Because Forest Walk, so
Yeah.
he's at 6.
6.
Yeah, having Elvis Champion is very good against Nick's deck. Oh, Squaw says the rule only applies to top 8 events when you're on camera.
Okay, yeah.
So you can't troll in top 8 events on camera.
And we're not in a top 8 event.
Nope.
Nick's gonna get in there for 3 with the.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. I did not actually know that that was part of the new rules coming up. The only thing I knew
So
was
is this
the Scry
before
rules.
damage? So that would make it attacking for 4. So looks like Ken's gonna go down to
Yeah. So that'll be.
16.
Yep. Is he still dead? He could have removal, but. No, he wouldn't still be dead because he has 2 blockers.
Nick still has a Hushman Griffin hand, but does not have enough mana to cast it. So a Collected Company could get there. Yeah, I think he just drew a Collected Company just because he's looking, or a Court of Calling. Because that's the only way Voice's ability would be relevant.
Isn't Court of Calling for Anzuri a win here? Because you tap. Oh no, because it won't untap correctly. Oh, Hushman Griff stop. No, Huffing Griff is Torpor Orbs. So it stops Anzuri from winning. It doesn't stop Collected Company, the other one. That's the. Or Hushman Griff is Torpor Orb on a stick. So it doesn't actually stop them. It just. So it doesn't stop the cards. It stops Anzuri from activating if he wins. If he gets it. It is not Grafdigger's Cage on a stick, unfortunately.
I'm just gonna.
Hushman Griff is Torpor Orb, right?
Let's look it up.
We're gonna look up Hushman Griff because I might be thinking it's the wrong card, but I'm pretty sure Hushman Griff prevents Anzuri from being able to activate his abilities, which is the main way the elf deck wins. Yeah, it doesn't stop him from casting it; it just prevents it from working correctly. If he gets Anzuri.
It doesn't have a come into play ability. Missouri.
Oh, wow, I'm totally thinking about Hushman Griff wrong. You guys are correct. Sorry. I am not RTFCing correctly.
Swinging 6. For trades? Ken has to have something.
That doesn't even trade profitably. It has to be go for the Lord.
Pendlehaven.
They're not 1/1s. If that's Pendlehaven, that's not a legal activation because they're not 1/1s.
Yeah. I think he just noticed he just did a huge misplay.
They're not 1/1s right now, so you cannot actually pump the one that's blocked by Thalia.
Does he even have a card in hand?
He does. It's on the board. It's on the ground next to his lands.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, there is one that stops all activated abilities. It's Lenvala, though. Lenvala was what I was thinking of, not Hushman Griff. It just doesn't have flash. It's Lenvala, Keeper of Silence.
Which is a sweet card. Rest in peace, Pod.
So that was very bad.
That was a punt and a half.
The punts are real. Oh no.
So Nick's gonna go to 10. After that, I'll
Did you give him his 2 life from the first time it entered?
Yes.
Okay.
Not even a great attack when Pendlehaven happens.
Well, when Pendlehaven happens, it kills Thalia. which is
Great.
what he wanted to do.
What did he just draw? So he's swinging.
I think he's just dead. Because he has to block the token, and then he loses his Archdruid. So unless he has Collected Company exactly here, it doesn't matter. Because he has to use the Heritage Druid to... Doesn't he just... He takes a bunch of damage from the token. So that token is 5, 8, 10. So he goes to 6. And he should scoop to this incoming Imposing Sovereign.
Collected Company.
Scoop. Oh, he was sitting on lands. The Mana Flood is very unfortunate.
Kind of a sad. That was a awkward game for Ken.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of vote after this round we raffle this and call it a night, because I'm getting exhausted.
Yeah.
After this match, I should say.
We both have day jobs.
Yes. The punts are real.
That was a huge punt. Oh, that was a punt. On camera, and he knew it.
Yeah.
So he's bringing in Beast Within. He's bringing in Kitchen Figs?
Paths. We might get to see Nick's Brew go all the way.
This deck is good. It's like, it really is solid.
Yeah.
It's not...
Obviously,
cheap.
this
I
is
mean,
Nick's day first running it, so it could still probably
Yeah.
use a little bit of tuning. But it's a very solid
like,
deck.
there are some cute elements that I would get rid of, but I think a Hate Bears could be fine, and definitely a metagame like our shop.
Yeah. I would just run Court of Calling. I would go like all in Hate Bears and just run Court of Calling Silver Bullets because it's funny. Punt. Yes, instead of exclamation point raffle, it's exclamation point punt. Alrighty. So what we just saw Nick's board. He definitely boards in Dawn Charm.
Yes.
Because that's funny as hell.
Yeah, it is.
It buys him a turn, possibly buys him a kill crackback. What else did he have in his board that he brings in? I don't think he necessarily... he might keep the Sword of Fire and Ice in.
Seems a little slow.
Yeah, but if he gets it going, he kills the creatures. What else did he have in his board? He had Grafdigger's Cage. That definitely is coming in. Fracturing Gust, no way comes in.
Another Thalia, Quasali Pride Mage, maybe.
Side Prime Mage doesn't hit anything. It's just a bear. It's just an exalted bear. Yeah, I don't even know that the extra Thalia comes in. Because you kind of want creature removal.
No. I think he takes those out.
Oh, yeah.
Thalia and
I
Quasali
think-
Pride Mage.
Yeah,
I think he just
yeah,
did.
I think Thalia you take out. Because you want, like, his Dromoka's commands are very key to this matchup to remove Ken's creatures. So Base Lance is asking about Mardu decks. There's two different versions of Mardu.
Everybody really wants Mardu to be good.
There is Mardu midrange, also known as Team Italia, which is basically Jund not running Goyfs. So it's a similar shell to Gun where you're running your Jund, where you're running like Bobs. You can run. It's kind of like a fusion between Delver and Jund, where you're running the burn spells. You're running Bob, but you're also running like Young Pyromancer.
Rabble
You can
Master.
run Brimaz. You don't have to run Rabble Master. So like you're kind of going like more mid-range elements, and then there's the tokens version where you're running Monastery Mentor and Young Pyromancer, which I'm not going to call it good, but it's the deck I'm working on building because it's fun and I'm bored. Because It's like running 4 Bobs, 4 Monster Mentor, 4 Young Pyromancer, and like 2 Grim Lavamancers, and then the rest is just burn spells, removal, and discard.
Yeah.
So like you're just making a bunch of tokens and hoping to get there, and you can just get there through burning them out.
Yeah.
Plus, Molten Rain is always fun.
Why is it that people want Mardu to be so good?
Because it's something new. It's one of those things where, like,
Even in Standard.
well, it's one of those things where, like, most 3-color card combinations have something they're known for in Modern right now, except for Mardu. Like, you kind of have Mardu burn, but not really. So people are, it's like, Mardu in Standard is different, because Mardu in Standard is actually one of the active color tribals from tribes from Khans. Whereas, like, in Modern, you have basically, like, almost every color combination, except for Mardu doing things. So people are like, alright, this color combination's not complete. Let's try to find the best deck we can make in this to complete the color pie. And currently there hasn't been one that's been competitive enough to make an impact.
I just think it's waiting for one card.
Yeah. It's definitely just missing something.
It's missing
Because
something.
it doesn't have a combo.
I think in Standard it's missing something also.
Standard is not as bad.
No, it's not
Well,
as
like-
bad because Mardu Dragons is like
Yeah.
kind of a thing. But
It's
I
a
think
pro-
that deck is significantly underpowered compared to what you could be playing with like an Abzan controlled list.
Yeah. So it's the problem in, like, Modern is, like, you don't necessarily know what you want to be doing with Mardu. Because, like, in a lot of other colors, a lot of other things, like, the deck is either a combo or something like that done. Because you don't have green, you don't have Tarmogoyf, which means your mid-range is going to be a little bit harder. Tokens is already black-white, and you don't want to go full in on, like, the red forward thing Pyromancer. That's where, like, I personally think the Mardu Tokens deck with Monster Mentor can be tuned better, but it'll take some work.
What is Bant in Modern? Bant is more of a collected company value deck with Geist, Voice of Resurgence, Quasali Pride Mage, Noble Hierarchs.
Bant also gets Turbo Fog, which isn't really... There's a few Bant, like... Bant... Okay, he does have a point. Bant isn't as well known, but, like, Bant has a few decks. You have the Super Friends Bant, you have Turbo Fog Bant, you have Doubling Season Bant,
And what I just
and
said.
you have the Geist Collected Company Bant.
Which is like
Fun.
I think it's just the best one.
Yeah. Turbo Fog is funny.
Yeah, but it's not good.
Yeah.
You know, Brian Kibler's not taking it all the way to GP.
Yeah. There is not a Bant Take Turns deck that is a mono blue deck for the most part. There's a Turbo Fog version. There's a Super Friend version of that with, like, Savor the Moment or something like that, where you get another turn but don't get an untapped step. So it's just strictly for Planeswalkers. Alright, so we got Voice of Resurgent versus the same start as last game.
So I think you just Collected Company right here. Main phase.
Oh, heck yeah, if you have Collected Company, you do it. But he can also play an Elf first. He can play, like, 2 elves before he has to Collected Company.
Yeah, you're right. You can.
Yeah, you clog the board as much as you can and then Collected Company.
Okay, so you play Elvish Visionary, draw a card, then you play another Llanowar Elf, and then you tap and play Collected Company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could do it in reverse order. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then you just play the Visionary.
Draw a card, Collected Company.
Do it, Ken. Okay. Well,
Ah! See
I guess he wants to go to for another.
He also might not want to overextend.
Oh, that wasn't a Visionary, by the way.
Oh, it wasn't?
I would have liked Collected Company there.
He doesn't need the Collected Company yet, though.
Swing for 3. It's going to go 17. Did he shock it? I'm going to assume he didn't.
I don't... There's also a question on, like, if there's going to be a ban list change. I don't think there's really going to be a ban list change right
This
now.
is not going to be like last time.
Yeah. Like, the format's fairly safe right now. Nothing's too stupid.
Yeah, there was a week when people were like, ban Tron, ban...
If they ban anything, it's going to be from the Gristlebrand deck. It's going to be from Gristlebrand.
No,
Or, like, Prime Time.
Yeah, it'll be like Summer Bloom.
Yeah, it would be from... If they ban anything, it's going to be from the Gristlebrand deck or the Primetime deck. And I don't think either of them are going to see a ban. Nick did fetch. So what are we waiting on?
Probably a collected company.
It looks like he's debating on Court of Calling or Collecting Company. Why not both? So I think you tap one Heritage Druid, No, you definitely tap the mana with the Llanowar Elves and the lands, Collecting Company, then see what you can... Oh, is he just swinging for 12? That's a little ballsy. It seems like he's afraid of overextending.
Which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Another thing, Collecting Company does not search your library, so the Griffin does nothing to stop it. Or whatever that thing is, whatever creature type that thing is. Hey, did you draw it?
No, I never drew it or saw it ever. I'm
What
so
about the
mad.
Simic Charm?
The Simic Charm is really good. But the Temporal
How'd you do?
Mastery- I went 3-1. Didn't ever.
Damn it!
He never drew the Temporal
That's
Mastery.
only a 4-0.
Didn't ever see
The
if I drew the
Temporal
mastery,
Mastery?
If I drew the mastery, I probably would have 4 TBH.
Wait, did you do this every...
Yeah, so streaming one?
Yeah, yeah. We're too obsessed with this, though.
Yeah, for those guys who obviously weren't paying attention earlier or didn't know, Harrison was playing Rug Delver?
Yeah.
He was playing Rug Delver, and he was missing 2 cards from his deck, so we put one of the cards as a Temporal Mastery in there, just trying to get there, and unfortunately never saw it.
So mad, man.
Were all your draws just...
Yeah, all my draws were, I mean, I had to do it for Delver
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So my opponents never suspected it, and
Yeah.
I was hoping for it every turn.
Imagine flipping Delver with Temporal Mastery.
That was the dream.
Live the dream.
I lived the dream.
Immediately vault your Delver. Take your extra turn, buddy. Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Vault your Delver. What is up with these white border Llanowar elves? Come on, Ken Colin.
Those are the old school ones. Those
Dude,
are fine.
that's how I play Llanowar.
Those are creepy Llanowar Elves.
You're a creepy Llanowar.
It's fine. White bordered, I don't know. I don't know about these white bordered cards.
It's only good if they're from Alpha or Beta.
No, they need to be the white bordered 7th edition ones.
The terrible ones.
So if I'm Ken, I finally fire off this Collected Company.
Alright.
I'm surprised he didn't see you. I'm surprised he hasn't fired that off yet.
So he just fires it off with
Whoa,
the...
what did you just do?
Nothing. Are we good?
You made it flash away.
So we just fire it off with the Archdruid, right?
That's what he's doing.
He's been holding it the
He
entire
hasn't
game.
been, he's been just, like
Yeah.
sitting there on it.
He's really afraid to overextend, it seems. There we go. Mayface Collected Company. Let's see what he hits.
Oh,
There's a Nazuri. Nykthos. No.
Heritage.
Yeah.
Visionary.
Visionary. Yeah, it looks like a penalty, but or just a force.
Looks like Visionary Nazuri is the choice here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Draw the
I
card.
like to draw cards.
Draw the card.
I'm sure Ken here does too. He
Ooh,
wants the
that one
heritage.
also works.
That's not bad, actually. I like that.
Could have not been a Visionary.
He has the cord.
Yeah,
For-
so it needs
can
to
cord
be
for a
forged.
Visionary.
Although
Okay.
that doesn't matter if you're cording with it, because it's the same thing as convoking.
No. I'm saying, like, he didn't need the Visionary because he can just get the Visionary whenever he wanted.
I don't think he gets a visionary here though.
No, he doesn't. No, I'm not saying he gets the Visionary.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he can get it anytime he wanted. He's just gonna swing in.
I wonder if he's going to. How much mana does he have right now?
Not enough to cord untap and do dumb things.
He only has 5 though, so he can't cord for anything
He
relevant.
could overrun, which is what I'm guessing he's going to do if he doesn't block.
No, if he does block, he still probably overruns.
Yeah. Oh, he gets it. He gets it. Yep, he's scared.
So that's a 3/3 and a 3/2. Those are currently 2/2s.
Roar.
You definitely overrun.
Yeah, he's just gonna make him 7/7s
Roar.
or 5/5s, right? 5/5s.
5/5s.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this.
Or 4/4s. Is it +3/+3? Is it actual overrun or is it +2/+2 overrun?
It's +3/+3 overrun. That's literally
Okay.
overrun.
There's also God. What's the name of the card? What's the elf that when you can untap it by putting a -1 counter on it?
Devoted Druid.
Devoted Druid.
Yep. That's a combo.
Yeah, it goes infinite with Inzuri.
Yeah.
If you have 2 of them or
Yep,
something like that.
Yep. 2. Yep. You don't need 2, but 2 obviously accelerates you like way fast. You have a ton of elves and just have 1. But 2 elves would be most optimal.
I thought it
right?
tapped for only green.
Yeah, I guess 2 would be
Yeah,
most ideal.
You need two to go infinite.
The list have stopped playing them now. More
Well,
of a
yeah.
combo.
Did he scoop?
Yeah.
He scooped.
You skip to that.
I don't know if he plays Mirror Entity in the 75. He's splashing white, so I'd imagine he plays at least a singleton.
What, Ken?
Yeah.
No.
The earlier versions did.
Yeah, the early versions
The
did.
early versions now do not play the Americans.
Yeah.
That's
they just
lame.
they just play the white for the sideboard tech.
Yeah.
Mirror Entity seems like fun, though.
I played it. It was sweet courting for it, and then just like, and turn hit for 9 or
Nice.
9/9s.
That is pretty
Ton
sweet.
of 9/9s or something, you know.
It's an elf, too.
Overrun, like, it makes everything elves. Your eternal witnesses become elves.
Yeah, but that doesn't give him trample, which is relevant.
No, but the 9/9s.
Well,
Or
also, like,
6/6s
Mirror Entity is an
or
elf,
whatever.
because it's a shapeshifter.
Yeah, the mirror entity's an elf, but he just makes all your other creatures elves.
I'd
too.
rather give things trample.
What about the new Nissa in elves?
I love
Get
the
some
new Nissa,
lands.
though,
Yeah,
so.
it OC playing standard. It looks to be more like ramp isn't getting lands on the field instead of creature ramp for Zendikar, which hopefully means landfall trigger, which hopefully means Goblin Guide reprint,
Or fetch line reprints.
or both.
Hashtag Hedron Crab.
I doubt Hedron. I can see Hedron Crab getting a reprint. Piss people off.
I mean, I played it in draft. But
I don't say I would do it. I would limited steal that.
It automatically just wins you a game in drafts. So people figured out that like 2 drops were the thing in Zendikar, then you just die. You can erase a Hedron Crab. Oh yeah.
Okay, so players.
Pretty good hand by Ken there. A lot of 1 drops. Cavern.
This is our last game of the night, people.
1-1.
Horizon Canopy into a Noble Hierarch,
19.
and Nick is going
Cool.
to take
Nooble.
1 from
Nick
that.
is
Going to go
gonna
to
take
19. And there's a
Wonder-
Cavern of Souls, obviously naming what?
Humans?
Horror for Spells Guide?
Lives elves.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
I thought it was Merfolk.
Yeah.
Dragons. Have some fun.
Caverns has a lot of fun. Apparently every race just has a cavern in its repertoire.
Kitchen Finks?
Kitchen Finks is pretty good.
Gonna
Turn
go
2
to
Kitchen Finks is a very strong play.
21.
He actually does not, because he had to, or does he pay? No, he had to tap it for mana, so he goes to 20.
20. Yeah, you got it.
What's the second line off Nick? Was that Temple Garden?
Yeah.
I can't see it with the
No, it was the what was that that land that he had that?
The fast land?
Yeah. No. The techie land that he had. They get you basics.
Ghost Quarter? Ghost Quarter?
When it comes in the battlefield, you can go search 2 basics.
Flexos or Trocaire?
Yeah.
Search for 1 basic. But if they
One
both
basic.
die, yeah.
Yeah.
You would look for planes.
Heritage Druid.
It's very relevant because this Elvish champion in Ken's hand is waiting for this Temple Garden to appear. And these elves are going to go to town.
He's waiting. Is that an Oblivion Ring? No, what is
No,
that?
it's a Dramoka's Command.
Jamoka's Command. Okay, that one is? No, that was a land. Okay. What land is that?
That's a path.
Oh, it's a no, it was the Ghost Quarter.
Oh, okay. So Nick has path,
Voice.
voice, Dramoka's Command.
Sorry, guys, the glare is real right now.
Nick is
Real
gonna serve.
fucking
Gonna
enough.
Excuses.
can't get it on a 17.
Clearly don't watch enough TV.
All right, because that made sense.
I don't watch any TV, so.
And
Makes perfect
voice
sense.
voice of Resurgence is gonna come down.
Yep. That's pretty
And
good.
I think it's just gonna pass here. It's got path up. He's good.
So he swung with the.
He did swing.
Is
with
that a
it.
Tarmogoyf?
He did swing with this kitchen finks to get exhausted.
No, it's a
not a
beast
Tarmogoyf.
It's a beast within. Another Heritage Druid in hand for, and also a Court of Calling.
Beast.
Elvish
So he
champion.
has 6 mana right now.
Nice beast within there.
Does he have 6 mana?
Yes, because he has 3 lands, and that is the
Three
druid that
mana
taps for
and
3
three
elves
elves.
for 3 mana.
He does have, yeah, and also with
Maybe
the
he ends
Nykthos.
up vomiting. He's deciding whether he wants to vomit more elves to get the count for Nykthos up. I do like 6 mana right here. I do like the core for 3.
I don't know
Most
what he's not extending, and I'm trying to figure out what he's scared. He might be scared of like Wrath of God, because Nick's.
Yeah,
he
but
doesn't know
that's
how-
such a non-bow in Nick's deck.
I highly doubt it.
It's fine because if Nick Wraths, he gets back a bunch
It
of
seems
stuff.
like he's just counting the mana up to make sure. He's trying to think of what he's trying to court for.
I think he's
he
just
is
gonna
at-
Elvish champion insert.
He is at 16 because of the Exalted trigger of Noble Hierarch on the Kitchen Finks.
Okay. I think he's just gonna Elvis Champion and serve with everybody. Yep,
There you go.
that's,
That's one way to do it.
That's a Ken play right there.
That's a nice 6 points of damage there.
Nick is at 14.
And they cannot be
block.
blocked. No, they can be blocked.
They can be
There's
blocked.
No,
I was saying
there's
very
no
earlier
force.
that there's no force in play. He will block this Heritage Druid here.
Make it 3/3.
I don't know. I'm not sure about this play.
I wonder if Ken just didn't realize there wasn't a forest.
Yeah, I'm just not sure about this.
Ooh,
attack.
that hurts.
Yeah, this is why I always be very reserved with that guy.
So he's gonna take 2
Accidental punt.
again.
Yeah, he accidentally punted bad the first game. And as soon as he did it, he realized what he did.
I like keeping Cord up there. You can like witness out and get a Cord back and get a Zuri for end of turn and then bombing your hand overrun.
Also hold up Beast Within.
It
As well.
also
If something crazy happens.
Coincidentally holds up for Beast Within. I don't like that attack there for sure.
Yeah, I would say that was a very needlessly aggressive attack.
Aggressive, not needlessly, but very aggressive. But that Elfish Champion is a one of. And it is Path, right? That Elfish Champion?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't get Tone to go get his forest.
He can choose to fail Defined.
Or his island.
He can choose to fail Defined.
Yeah, but why the hell would he do that? We're trying to help people play Magic, not hurt them.
Oh, he also took 1 to cast Path. Chad is correct.
Thank you, chat. You're always there for me.
I like the super delayed not getting the Path trigger. He definitely forgot to grab a basic.
I guess he's just not. Man, Path is the best removal spell.
That's the best removal spell if your opponents forget what you're doing.
There's a Nykthos for the draw, and that is not a great draw because it's a legendary land. Alright, he's gonna play it. Heritage Druid.
And do nothing. He should swing again.
Shut up.
Swinging here is not actually as bad.
It's kind of hard to
It's
get
not as
as
good- he
bad
should-
as last time.
He has Collected Company, though. No, as bad as the first game.
He doesn't have Collected Company. He has Court of Calling and Beast Within.
I don't think you can Court of Call for 2 to get anything
What do you
relevant
think
in the
about
elf deck.
Collected Company in Nick's deck?
I don't think it's worth it.
Just better. It's not as good as Cord
Yeah.
in that deck. Another Voice of Resurgence. Yep.
Yes, we are doing. Someone in chat is asking. We are doing a raffle after this round,
One last raffle.
and we have not told you what it is. So, did you not close the raffle?
I didn't.
The raffle is not supposed to be open right now,
My fault.
and now it is not.
He's gonna Beast Within. What? Wow.
What?
Do not tell me that Ken just gave Nick 2 voice tokens.
Did he forget the trigger?
Yeah.
Oh no!
And Nick just gained life. Wait, what happened here?
That's the beast. It's because it's a 3/3.
Oh no.
No, Ken forgot triggers.
So what are those things right now?
They have total creatures, which looks like 8, so they are 8/8s.
Oh no.
And this is what happens when you play Magic late at night.
Yeah.
Cyclonic Rift?
Oh, so good.
You know how hilarious Cyclonic Rift would be right here?
Also, just any Wrath would do. But obviously, Elves not running that.
Essless Chapsman, more punts or riot.
Spellskite.
Yeah, I would like to make a statement that these guys are both undefeated until this round.
Yeah.
So it is clearly just that it's late. It's not that they are both. It's not that Ken is a bad player or anything like that. It is just literally that he's not paying as much attention as he should.
Yeah.
I also believe they prize split before this
Yeah.
match, so we are sorry for the punt, but it's not because they are bad players. It will be very painful for Ken. Oh god. Swing for ouch. 3, 8, 8, big dude, big dude, big dude. How is Ken not just dead?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's game.
All right, let's
All
do
right.
this raffle.
We're gonna do the raffle. Let's flip it to us. Sorry about the punt, guys, but it happens to everyone. Sometimes you just don't remember to read cards.
Yeah.
So this is the final raffle. It is a Korean, I believe. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain it's a Korean Eye of Ugin. And we're going to give it like 10 seconds to let the camera catch up to the chat, and then we're going to start the raffle. So raffle is starting now. I don't know when it's going to actually catch up to you guys, so just start the raffle.
Raffle, raffle, raffle. Japanese.
Is this Japanese? It's Korean or Japanese?
Nice. Everybody raffle now. Do it.
Do it fast.
Do it now.
You have 10 seconds to get your raffle in.
Yeah. Ready?
Don't
10,
even type down. Don't
9,
do it that bad. Let people
8,
like do it.
7, 6.
Why are you typing
8?
10 every time? What are you doing? What did you just do? Stop touching things.
What happened?
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 6.
Oh no.
Thank you, you did, and you dude, and Amir Timir.
8? This is so delayed. Oh my god. I'm not even typing anymore on that thing.
Thank you, Wolfram MTG, for the follow.
Alright.
This is actually really funny.
Draw.
No, dude, what are you doing?
I drew.
Oh, why? People are still entering.
I drew. Fine. Okay, we'll draw again. Keep going, guys.
Keep going. He's being an idiot. He didn't draw.
I actually didn't.
Countdown in the chat. Countdown 3, then
No,
4, 5.
3. See, look how delayed
So
it is.
let it lag and let it catch up. Did you hit
2.
enter? You're not hitting enter hard enough.
I am.
Smash it. See, you're not hitting enter hard enough. You're literally just not hitting enter hard enough.
Alright, now I'm gonna do it. Alright, raffle's closing.
Go, go, go.
Base
Lanta!
Lanta! One of the strong
Announce it.
contributors of tonight.
Announce it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Base Lanta. We will send you a message. That is the promo Eye of Ugin. Well, not promo, sorry. That is the Japanese / Korean / we don't know what language it is. Eye of Ugin. We're going to send you a message. Should have sent the message to the other 2 winners. Just send us back your preferred shipping address, and we'll get it to you as soon as we can. And by we, I mean Matt.
Yes, tomorrow morning.
And I think we are basically going to call it a night at this point. Thank you guys all for coming out. We hope you enjoyed the stream.
Yeah, it was
tune in
awesome.
Tune in tomorrow for Legacy at 7:30, and tune in next week. Tuesday is draft starting
7:30.
7:30.
There will be
Wednesday-
Facebook
Yeah.
reminders every single day.
Yeah. Same as the move out reminder. Follow us on Facebook if you guys want to keep up with everything going on. And shout out to MTG Carmaker for letting us continue to do this here. So have a good night, guys.
Yep. Peace, homies.